Hello, good morning and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana, 16 regions, including Sankara FM Yendi, Laura FM Laura, and Radio Max Takrade. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Parliament adopts explosive report on alleged plot to oust the IGP and orders presidential action
of the Police Council for any further action.
Also, teacher unions are calling on the Ghana Education Service to pay invigilators, well as number of invigilators arrested for aiding students in the BEC rises to 18 in 3 days.
And GS must be ready to pay money that is commensurate with the work, so that teachers will not be motivated to be involved in this malpractice that we see.
We have details of that coming up shortly in business.
Government kickstarts stakeholder engagements ahead of mid-year budget review as it moves to secure industry support on some policy measures. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And later, Bato Senior High School celebrates victory over St. Catherine Girls and Sokode Senior High School as they qualify to the national stage of the National Science and Maths quiz for the first time.
The competitions was tough, especially the 2 and 4. So, my God, but they kill it!
He's coming up with me shortly. Mami Sinyamiche Thompson, please stay. Now, disciplinary actions are now set to be taken against COP Alex Mensah and 2 other senior police officers, Superintendent George Asari and Emmanuel Eric JB, implicated in a leak tape allegedly plotting the removal of IGP George Akufu-Dampare. Following an extensive debate in Parliament, the Special Committee's report on the investigation has been adopted. However, the committee's chair, Samuel Atachia, expresses dissatisfaction with the handling of the investigation.
Mugi said he didn't put the gadget together. Somebody did it for him. So if it is said that it is the IGP's man, a gentleman called ASP Kenneth Asante, who did the taping, it was a position that would change the entire investigation, so that it will come to the point of saying that this tape has been improvised by the IGP himself. I was hugely surprised that anybody would say that there is a voice on the tape and that individual whose voice was on the tape should never be called. It was an anticlimax for me.
Well, Parliament has adopted the recommendations of the committee. Speaker Alban Bagbin has directed the Clerk of Parliament to present the report to the President for further action,
which has just been adopted by the House, to His Excellency the President as Chairman of the Police Council for any further action they deem necessary.
You heard the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin. Now, teacher unions are demanding fair payment for invigilators as WAEC arrests 2 more invigilators for assisting students in cheating during the ongoing BEC, bringing the total to 18 caught in 3 days. John Kapi, head of public affairs at WAEC, criticized the GES selection process as poor and ineffective, advocating for the recruitment of independent invigilators.
Yes, we have made 2 more arrests in the central region.
This brings the number to 18?
Yes, that's what it is, yes.
Is this unprecedented?
In previous years, we actually did not register this number.
This must alarm you, and understand that you've met the GES on this. How did that go?
A lot of these teachers probably either they've not been screened or not been briefed properly or are simply being dishonest. But then we believe that they are not up to the task, and so if there's an opportunity, why not? We should be able to recruit our own invigilators and supervisors.
John Kapi is head of public affairs at WAEC in an interview with my colleague Evans Mensah. But Vice President of the National Association of Graduate Teachers, Jacob Anaba, says part of the problem is the poor payment of invigilators.
And GS must be ready to pay money that is commensurate with the work, so that teachers will not be motivated to be involved in this malpractice that we see.
Executive Director of Africa Education Watch, Kofi Asari, is back in WAEC's call for independent individuals to serve as invigilators.
The main profiteer from that business
are the same teachers who are invigilators.
Why are you suggesting that they may be forced to recruit their own invigilators? Would you support that?
So that was on page 9 of our WASI 2022 report, and in our WASI 2021 report, we recommended that. We've had discussions with the ministry, with Parliament.
Kofi Asari is Executive Director of Africa Education Watch. Election headquarters brought to you by Petrosol, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, and AICPA, together as Association of International Certified Professional Accountants, also the German Ozone Medical Center, Chopbox Technologies, and Youth Bridge Foundation. Now, the New Patriotic Party is defending Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, their newly inaugurated running mate, following controversy over his praise of President Akufo-Addo over Ghana's President Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Dr. Opoku-Prempeh asserted in Kumasi that President Akufo-Addo has surpassed all previous presidents, including Dr. Nkrumah, sparking widespread criticism.
President Akufo-Addo called retirement. Not even the same case we will say a free style Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, president be our Ghana chair and Addo Akufo-Addo. Me say a free 1957. Bekane, mo form of Kwame Nkrumah no, mo form of.
Nobody comes close to President Akufo-Addo in terms of achievements, not even your Kwame Nkrumah.
But speaking on top story, NPP Deputy General Secretary Haruna Mohammed said Dr. Opoku-Prempeh spoke the truth.
He said that the performance of Akufo-Addo will forever be remembered in the history of this country. True or false? True. Why? He mentioned about the health infrastructure development that we have in this country. Everybody will attest to the fact that President Kwame Nkrumah did his bit to provide health to the health institution to the people of Ghana. Many other districts do not have district hospitals. It took Akufo-Addo to invest in health infrastructure.
Now, prospective first-time voter Nia Itego has decided not to participate in the upcoming general election due to his profound disappointment with the political parties. Tego cites critical issues such as unemployment, sanitation, education, and economic challenges which he believes are being inadequately managed by political entities. He further laments the lack of continuity in projects and policies, expressing frustration that each party fails to build upon the initiatives of their predecessors. He spoke on PM Express with Evans Mensah.
Actually, I'm not voting.
Why?
I'm a bit disappointed in the previous government and the current government. Seen a lot in my vicinity, even in my own house. I've seen a lot of things that are not going on well, or that are not sitting well with me. So I'm not well convinced to go and vote. Unemployment, sanitation, education, and also how the economy is being run.
Esther Boedu, who is visually impaired, is also urging government to focus on creating opportunities for persons with disabilities.
We want to be involved this year. As of now, I know a lot of persons with disability who are not employed and they are home. Not that they don't qualify. They have all these qualifications and you've promised us cents and we've not seen anything.
Well, Joseph Okran has lost trust in government due to its failure to address the issues of frequent power outages.
Issues about Dumso, issues about Galamsey have been issues that have been occurring for the past 7, 8, 9, 10. It's been occurring under two governments.
Now, Bato Senior High School are the freshest to gain qualification to the national stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Bato makes an entry with a painful 29-point defeat to the girls of St. Catherine Senior High School, who were also hoping to qualify for the first time. St. Catherine lost with 25 points, just 4 points less than Bato. Basek says they are poised to give big schools at the national stage a run for their money.
Today competitions was tough, especially the true and false. Oh my God! But they kill it! They kill it!
So they're excited. There are schools who have qualified with 78 points, some 75, 71 points. You are likely to meet any of those in the championship on Friday. Are you ready to compete?
Ready. In fact, we don't fear anybody.
And that's it for the bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. There's more stories on my joyonline.com. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, they make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make her feel the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, we see you specking your car, taking that trip, chilling on the beach. Charlie, now we want to see this become your story. Simply use your ABSA card 10 times or more and you'll be entered into a monthly draw where you stand the chance to be among 5 lucky winners to take home 40,000 Ghana cedis. The more you use your card, the more entries you'll receive. Earn an extra entry by using the ABSA app or internet banking 5 times or more. No ABSA card? Don't worry. Visit the nearest branch for an ABSA account or card today and make winning part of your story. Promotion is between 1st July and 31st October. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Businesses know how important it is to create a productive and supportive working environment by investing in employees' health. With a leading international track record, Apex Health Insurance is licensed to provide medical insurance services to corporate organizations and SMEs. We also have international LH Blue cover and TPAs to cushion you. Multinational companies, factories, and government agencies, focus on your business while Apex Insurance takes care of your health. Visit Apex Health Insurance office at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shiashi, Kumasi, opposite Prempeh College, Sofo Line, and Takrady Market Circle. For further inquiries, call 0501 562 962 or 0501 552 495. Apex Health, your preferred health insurer.
Life in Denmark can be quite different for an African legend like Michael Essien. The weather, the food, the silence. But there is always a place he can call home.
Home is where your heart is.
SportyBet. Play with champions.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120-gram pack?
There's a 120-gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120-gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed star 712 hash and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest
Dial star 712 hash. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial star 712 hash. Now I can to tickets as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the prizes are cashier in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Now join in the winning streak now.
The luckiest
star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah, the luckiest.
Right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Absa, your story matters. Time now for the Joy Business Report. Daryl, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good. God is
everything nice? God is
of
definitely taking care of his children. I like that bit.
Yeah.
I like that bit. Do you watch the England-Netherlands game?
No, I didn't. Night? I didn't. But I heard the English team came back from behind to.
Yes, they won, and now they're talking about it's coming home again. You know, it's coming home.
It's coming home. Yeah.
Football is coming home.
Yeah. That's the home of football.
Yeah, so they say it's coming home. It's coming home.
Well,
I don't like predictions, but
they have to contend against Spain.
España.
That's a tough one.
Yes, I'll be happy if Spain wins, but it doesn't look like they'll win.
Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, it looks like this is England's year.
When was the last time England won?
A major tournament?
I'm talking about this one, the Euros.
The Euros? Never.
They haven't?
Never.
Hey.
In fact, the last time England won a major tournament was some 58 years ago.
Oh.
World Cup 1966.
The Black Stars is better.
You're right on that. The Black Stars is better. And you know what the English term as their golden generation was in 1996 when they lost in the semi-finals of the Euros to Germany.
Now I think it should come back home.
Well, it has to. I mean, I'm sad for Harry Maguire because of injury. He couldn't make it.
Oh.
You know, his name would have actually been there, that he was part of the team that won. You know, he struggled with Man United. At least he gets to win this one. But unfortunately, he's not going to be there. But at least the Ghanaian boy, Kobe Menu, who plays for England, it was fantastic last night.
Wow.
Kobe Menu, yes.
I didn't know there was a Kobe Menu.
Oh, there's a Kobe Menu in there.
Oh, okay.
But today I want us to have a certain conversation. I want us to have a conversation about advertising and the regulation of it. I'm sure you saw the Media Foundation for West Africa report that indicated that they went to some, entities and said, oh, we have this mixture that has been approved by the FDA without, they didn't even actually show any, they said they have this mixture they're about to advertise.
Mm-hmm.
And these entities accepted it, took the money, and
without
went on air.
Doing any cost checking.
In fact, one of it, I saw the video advertising it. So you ask yourself, if anybody had gone to the market, let's say this was real, and somebody had went to the market and bought this product, what would have happened to the person?
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. So, how about beyond the FDA? We have a professional group that actually ensures that advertisers do the right thing. The Advertising Council. Now, the advertising bill, I have the Advertising Bill 2020 in front of me. It's in Parliament now. But it's not being passed.
Why?
Your case is as good as mine. And this morning we're going to have this all-important conversation. Because if you read the memorandum to the bill, it says, look, the Food and Drugs Authority has had a role in this regard to restrain the advertising without approval of drugs on television station, but it has not been able to do this effectively. Though the best standard of consumer protection may not be achieved through legislation, it provides the essential backup to make regulation effective through a statutory body that would deal with the broadcast of lawless and irresponsible advertisements in the electronic media that have led to the concerns of many well-meaning people. That's the advertising bill. And it's the reason we want to have this conversation today. Enough of all the advertising of, products that are not licensed.
And majority of them are medicinal products.
Exactly.
And so you're wondering if they're really what they say they are.
Anyway, we'll get into this conversation today here on the Super Morning Show, but now time for the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Omnibus Bank, at your service.
Hi, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, government kickstarts stakeholder engagements ahead of mid-year budget review as it moves to secure industry support on some policy measures. Also coming up, Ghana ranked 6th in Africa with highest food inflation, according to the World Bank. Plus, Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters calls for government support to grow horticulture industry to boost export. Details coming up. Hello once again. Thanks for being with us, everyone. My name is Daryl Kwao. Good hello to our friends listening from Koforidon on KTU Radio. Glad you could join us. First up, government has started seeking inputs from business associations and stakeholders ahead of the mid-year budget review. Here's George Jaffe with more.
This is to ensure that some of the policy reviews of the Finance Minister, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, when announced in the 4th week of this month, has the buy-in from all these players. Joy Business understands that the ministry also wants to ensure that they are not held by a position post the presentation by some of these stakeholders. There has already been some pre-engagement, but there will be another round of meetings that will continue later today. We understand that the broad framework to guide the presentation is now in place. However, some of these engagements may help reshape things. The Finance Minister, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, is first expected to brief Cabinet on this mid-year review of estimates possibly on July 18th, and after that work to lay the documents in Parliament on July 23 or July 24, 2024. The Finance Minister has already ruled out a supplementary budget. We are not sure whether things will change when he finally appears before Parliament for the mid-year review of estimates.
Georgia, feel with that report. Ghana's food inflation rate continues to be one of the highest in Africa. Though the country has witnessed a reduction in food inflation in the last couple of months, import of some food items continues to soar, coupled with the city's free fall. The situation seems to be predominant in low-income and middle-income countries. Here's more in this report.
Ghana is currently ranked 6th in Africa with the highest food inflation. According to the World Bank's Food Security Update, Ghana's food inflation of 22.6% in May 2024 puts the West African country in that position. Malawi and Nigeria came first and second with food inflation of 40.7% respectively. Sierra Leone recorded a rate of 32.4%, while Egypt recorded a rate of 31%, to come in at third and fourth respectively. Ethiopia, Angola and Zambia came 5th, 7th and 8th with rates of 25.5%, 18.5% and 16.2% respectively. According to the World Bank, several African countries are still grappling with the continuous burden of excessive inflation, particularly high food inflation. The food inflation rate is higher than 5% in 59.1% of low-income countries, while that of lower middle income and upper middle income countries hovers around 63% and 36% respectively.
Meanwhile, the General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union, Edward Carraway, is projecting low output in food production by the end of the year. According to him, the agri sector has been constrained by activities that undermine its expansion. Mr. Carraway said the current food inflation figures published by the Ghana Statistical Service are not encouraging.
It's not too much a surprise. It's only that I'm disappointed in the sense that if you look at the agricultural landscape and what we have done before today, we don't expect better results than what we are seeing today. Because the question is, one will ask, what have we done to agriculture to warrant a positive change in production? We have virtually done nothing. Not only that, we have even gone beyond doing nothing to engaging in certain activities that undermine agricultural production.
You had Edward Carwell, General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union, speaking there to Joy Business. Now, the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters is calling on government to take steps in supporting the horticultural industry to earn more foreign exchange. According to the association, the industry has been left for individual private businesses and donors. President Davis Kobo made the call after addressing stakeholders at the Made in Ghana Horticultural Expo in Accra.
Internally, you see, we live in a country where you for instance, if the road going to I construct my own road going to my farm, it is public goods. I shouldn't have done that. So my capex is locked out from day one. I sell electricity to my farm. It shouldn't have been so. Because, meanwhile, I pay taxes in Ghana and a whole lot. So these are some of the things we are facing. We are saying that, look, government is creating an enabling environment, but the enabling environment in what sense? I mean, most of this need to be done. Currently, as I speak, horticulture, if you ask me who is supporting horticulture, it's rather the donors. These are most of the things we need to look at and see that, look, once we articulate and make sure that we put in a lot of effort, we'll make a lot of money and to curtail the constant depreciation of our city against the major currencies.
President of the Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, Davis Kobo. The Electricity Company of Ghana is now depending heavily on technology like artificial intelligence to check power theft and improve revenue mobilization. The move is part of measures to deal with rising distribution losses, which have affected timely payment of debts owed independent power producers and fuel supplied by Ghana Gas. Minister of State at the Energy Ministry, Herbert Krapper, disclosed this during his vetting in Parliament.
Sitting in Accra, we're able to know which households are consuming more than they're paying. And now we don't have to be all over the place, all roaming around. Now we're able to use the data to come directly to you. And once we're able to find that there's illegal connection, take you off, and then we take you through the process of you paying all the debt and then restoring you. So the challenge is with the collection. And based on the programs that we are rolling out, I believe that we should be able to go around the problem.
Minister of State at the Energy Ministry, Herbert Krapper. The Petroleum Commission says it is working to improve gas export potentials of the country. According to Director of Local Content at the Commission, Kweku Boateng, investments within the offshore sector have been modest, hence the need for a boost. He spoke with Joy Business.
For the past few years, you want to look at the West African sub-region in terms of the investment to oil and gas sector. The investment has been very modest. It's not only in Ghana. When you look at even in Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, Congo, Senegal, in Mauritania, and other countries in Sub-Saharan Africa, the investment has not been so encouraging. So it's not only a Ghana problem. However, there is a combination of many international factors, to the extent local factors. If you look at Ghana, for instance, for a period of about 2 or 3 years, we are having the issue on ATLOS, maritime boundary dispute with Cote d'Ivoire. We also try to look at the improve the gas export capability of the country.
That was Kweku Boateng, Director of Local Content at the Petroleum Commission. The Executive Director of the Ghana Microfinance Institutions Network, Yao Jemfe, is urging small business owners to be financially prudent in the expenditure in order to stay in business. He shared this with Joy Business on the sidelines of the GIZ's launch of a financial literacy and education campaign program in Accra.
That for most of these businesses, once you make profit, you have to reinvest part of the profit into the business to enhance the business. You can also decide to save towards the business. You know, it's not every business that you have to borrow. There are times you just need to take your time, work out a plan, have a strategy, saving towards the business. It's not every time that you have to borrow. The little resources that you have to make the right use of it. Don't move into luxury from day one. You start a small business. If you need, let's say, a small vehicle to run it, buy it. Don't go and buy a V8 at a point that you cannot afford to maintain it.
Yao Jemfe, Executive Director of the Ghana Microfinance Institutions Network. Let's attend to Investor Eye. Let's get some advice from the Director General of Securities and Exchange Commission, Reverend Daniel Gbami Tete, as he encourages the public to always visit the website of the Commission to confirm if an investment company is licensed before putting their monies in that company.
My advice to investors, if they want to minimize harm, is that number one, they need to find out whether the service provider, whoever is offering a product, is duly licensed. And investors can go to the website of the SEC and find out whether that entity is licensed. It's very simple. It's not complicated, because the financial services area is regulated. So for anybody to offer you a product, that person must be authorized or licensed to do so. So that's the first thing you should check. Is that entity licensed? And we are available. You can call our toll-free line. You can visit our website, and that would help you, to at least get that base information. So that's the first thing.
And that's Investor I. Do make a date next week, Tuesday, for another episode. Before we go, here's a look at the markets for you this morning. Let's begin with the commodity market. Crude oil selling this morning at $85 a barrel. Gold increased by $10 to open trading at $2,381 an ounce. Cocoa is trading this morning at $8,071 a ton after losing $79 from the last trading. Also on the currency market this morning, the dollar going for 15 cedis 52 pesos, the pound 19 cedis 87 pesos, the euro going for 16 cedis 80 pesos. More news on our website myjoyline.com/business. My name is Daryl Carl. Thanks for listening, and it's back to Winston and the team.
Yeah, thank you very much, Daryl. Let me see the city is depreciating. Because for a very long time it was around 15.45, 15.35.
Now 15.52.
15.52. That's not good news. And the pound is almost 20 pounds.
Almost
20 cedis.
20 cedis. Actually, some forex bureaus are selling it for 20 cedis, I think. Yeah. Well, last check. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? My fear always is the fact that when it happens like that, then everything goes up. In a country where everything is tied to the dollar, you ask yourself what's really happening. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Daryl Kwao, for joining us with the latest in the world of business. Now, time for our inspirational song, and it's one by Noble Nketia, Yesu Do. You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, Yesu Do. Yeah. That's our inspirational song for today.
Yes, yeah.
I'm sure those of us here know this song. Mbura was asking, which song is this? And I asked him, when were you born? Mbura, we cannot hear you. Don't make any comments.
Hannah Smith.
I mean, I think this was around 2001.
This is even, not the Hannah Smith time and all.
You know, when the
Who is Hannah Smith?
Esther Smith, sorry.
George.
Hannah Mafu.
Sorry. That's why you wanted to say.
And then this other lady as well.
Now they had to show proof.
We are listening.
How you started.
I'm trying to recall the name correctly. Iradi Kasa, the one who did Iradi Kasa.
Cindy Thompson.
Cindy Thompson, you know, yeah.
Okay.
Getty and Friends.
Yes.
So now you have to recall all the gospel musicians you know their names.
Oh, not recall. I'm trying to bring the old school.
No.
Yes. Because the way things are going,
we are beginning to doubt.
The way the Hannah Smith and co,
Lena Rebels, you know. Nana in Brazil himself.
No, Mbura.
That's an old
I played
school.
Nana and Dan this morning.
Oh, really? Okay, so I'm just trying to recall these old school gospel musicians, you know. And
okay. Anyway, thank you very, very much, George Rafi, for joining us.
But you know, the likes of Nketia, you could get the point in their music. I am sometimes worried about the kind of music where they are just saying things like, yeah.
But I think that he's also been able to stay relevant as well in terms of his music line and all the rest. And
before we get to our drive,
and it doesn't look like he's aging too. I mean, in all fairness,
yes, but
maybe he started as a very young age.
A young man.
Yeah,
it's very young.
Look like
he's still in his 40s, so he started at a very young age.
He doesn't look like he's 40. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, he's.
I think Noble Nketia, he went to CAS, Kumasi Anglican. He was probably finished 96 or 97. It's not that
the man looks like he started the gospel music at 10.
Well, he has a baby face. But you know, this you've talked about these songs of today. Today the gospel has changed.
I don't think
Christianity has changed. Today, the shouts, sometimes you just hear them.
Not in the Catholic Church. I sense the same thing in the Catholic Church. But you know, I get confused. The guys just say, yeah.
And then yesterday, I was making some argument in the newsroom about what can be used to describe the genre gospel music, because you listen to reggae, some of them are based on the text in the Bible, and when somebody will come, I didn't know I say and standing behind flowers, and so we want to describe even the reggae that is based on text or the Bible as
George is introducing controversial elements into the conversation.
Or when somebody just mentioned the name of God and a song.
We have noted it. We will table it for discussion at an appropriate date.
Now let's get to our Drive Safe campaign.
Thank you so much.
Still a wet morning. So please.
Very wet. Accra is
please. Yes. Let's be careful.
And some of us, we didn't have power last night.
Oh.
Yeah, throughout the evening.
Is that localized?
You slept in paradise?
Oh, yes. I suspect it might be localized because across the streets they had power. So I don't know what was happening to us. And it was a very terrible experience.
When Kampa appeared before the vetting committee yesterday, now he's been confirmed as the Minister of State. I mean, he talked about the fact that they've been able to deal with some of the challenges. So, well, let's see what will happen in the coming days.
And our Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Johnny's and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Let's be careful. It's a wet morning. I mean, I struggled getting to work because, you know, these are trotro drivers. Just won't let you be. You know, they're driving as if it's a normal day, but please, it's a rainy day. So let's be careful. Anyway, let's learn how to say it right.
Yes, and it's brought to you by Kingdom Books, Kingdom Quality and Affordability. Their hallmark said, Societe Generale Bangana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
So today I want us to learn this idiom, and I'll use it in a sentence. You know, over the past 2 days, there's been lots of conversation surrounding what Minister of Energy Matthew Poku Prempeh said concerning Kwame Nkrumah. I think it's about time he did a 180-degree turn, which simply means he has to change his position. Many of us have wrongly said 360-degree turn, but if you were to do that, you'd come back to the same place. A 180-degree turn takes you to the opposite direction, and it means you're changing your position. So it's about time Napo actually changes his position or view on Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, Raymond Akwa, who's been trying to do geometry.
Yes. It is a sign of poor geometry to say 360. Yes.
It means you're coming back to the same place.
But the question is, this 180, is it clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Whichever way you want to do it.
Yes. That's where you end up.
This is whichever way you want to do it. This is English. I know you want to go into geometry and all of that. But let's get into the newspaper review. Brought to us by Syntex Tank, Strong, Tough, and Access Bank, more than banking.
Now, the Daily Guide is reporting this morning, Free SHS, give me my stone. This is the President of the Republic of Ghana. And you know there's been a conversation since the Napo inauguration and the outdooring. And the President mentioned it twice. He mentioned it before or something. He said, oh, yeah. Then, secondly, he brought it up again when they were at the rally grounds, actually. Then he's saying that people are trying to claim the thing. So it should be stated categorically that it is his and it should be dealt with. I think this is what causes problems in our politics. The quest to own. So it fights the continuity thinking. So if I come in as government tomorrow, I would also be asking myself, what can I do so that every day I'll claim it?
Agenda 1.
Which means, you get the point, which means that I may have to forget about what you are doing and proceed on a different length, or not build upon, or not comply with the constitutional provision that says, as far as practicable, continue what the previous government has done. And we take as far as practicable like it is God's word. Always we make it look it's not practicable to do so. So I think we forget that we use the resources of our people to improve their lives. And the conversation will be, to what extent have we improved the lives of the people?
Sure.
Show the elements of it, not the mere introduction of the policy. How has it improved? Because introduction of policies are means to an end. In this case, the people that you have trained, what has been their contribution to the GDP of the country anyway? And all the other factors that people would want to be interested in anyway. Well, so that's on the front page. But the other one is you've made Tema safe. This is the Mankralo to the IGP. And George Akufo-Dampara's picture is on the front page of the paper here. Yes. People are grateful to that he's made the place safe, yes. And Baumia Napo hit road running, and we understand that Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe is already in the Western region. He's met some disc golf chief, and he has explained that, I mean, sometimes if you speak the truth, they say you are,
Well, I think that the earlier he understood that he was not
sorry,
that he's not campaigning with
this explanation. Is it the same explanation he gave the two for when he met him?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, the earlier he understood that he is not contesting Kwame Nkrumah in an election, the better.
Oh no, but he is contesting.
You are not contesting.
It is
Kwame
UP
Nkrumah
tradition that's in the election.
Raymond.
UP tradition.
You.
Yeah.
Do you associate with CPP and UP in your thinking?
No, please. I associate with Nkrumah. Yes.
But
I'm different.
You associate with CPP?
Oh, no, CPP.
Okay. So you see,
it's not a serious party. Everybody in this republic knows that. I think that's a political party that's claiming to do unity talks at this time, 6 months to election. Nobody can call it serious. So except you want to pretend.
The other point is that the Gen Zs, the Gen Zs who can change an election, they're not thinking about Kwame Nkrumah. But if you want to bring in Kwame Nkrumah, history favors Kwame Nkrumah.
I think Napo has revived the CPP.
Okay. Yes, I've seen the statement. Anyway, let's get to the new crusade. Let's get to the new crusading guide.
Well, the House Supreme Court dismisses Baka Vomawa's application against Kantapa, also paramount chief of Upper Discov. Praises Napo, says successful implementation of the free SHS qualifies him to be Bamia's run. And Métis, after Lisa launches more money promo with 1 million Ghana cedis. Former NDC Ashaman MP dragged to court for allegedly defrauding someone here. There's a story in there. And also have a story about inflation slows to 22 0.8% in June. Interesting development about it's trending down. But when you look at the food component as well, it is quite high. And how all these development, Winston, could play on the Ghana city. We've seen some fair stability, but some would say that would that be sustainable going forward? At least the blips or the significant depreciation has slowed quite a little bit, and how this could also impact on the city's performance.
Well, I don't like talking about the Ghana city because all the solutions to the Ghana city, the people who are in charge, they learnt it in school. Okay, except that in our part of the world, all the things that we learnt in school and all the things that we memorized and used in answering questions, we forget them.
It means that the Adam Smith theory sometimes it doesn't apply to our market.
Well, you
holding
see,
all
other things
constant,
but you know,
scale of preference,
you
and
know,
economy responding to certain stimulus measures and all.
You know what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Consistently, we have done the opposite of the things that we know we're supposed to do. Let me get to the new finder, and says 30.7 billion cities revenue lost in 7 years to import tax exemption and tax waivers granted to companies. Government pilots housing incentives for developers with State Housing Corporation. Inflation for June drops to 22.8%. But 1 year that will get our attention is that pressure mounts on police to speed up probe into death of KNUST graduate. Comes with a photograph of Lois Abner-Cranting, whom we're told works with a petroleum company, went to Takrade on the 7th of June with her colleague. By 8th June, they were told that she had lost her life, found in a swimming pool. Now, there's been a lot of conversations, particularly on social media. So when that happened, the company reported to the police. The police commenced investigations. But the family has been complaining about the slow nature of investigations. The company has also become concerned about the slow nature of investigations. And so this morning, there's a lot of pressure, and the story actually captures the pressure that's on the Ghana Police Service to actually, say something as to the status of the investigations into the death of this 24-year-old lady who only went on a trip, because she's been sent by her company with her senior colleague, ends up, we're told, dying in a swimming pool. And families raised a lot of issues here and there. But you were talking about the IGP, Raymond, and I'm sure that the IGP is one who is interested in a lot of issues. So he might as well be interested in this one.
But he superintends over the affairs of the police.
Yes, and so he might be interested
a
in
very
this one.
active and bold superintendent.
Yes. So all I am saying, look, this is the point. If any of us found out, where a member of the family would be concerned that your daughter goes on a trip and is found in a swimming pool, dead, you need to hear from the police. You need to hear from the police. The story talks about how initial autopsy conducted said they didn't find, any blood stains on the body and whatever. But the main point is that the family still wants to know the status of the investigation into the issue. It looks like everybody is going to sleep.
Whether or not it has been concluded, whether or not you are still pursuing it, those are questions that, and it should be easy. Sometimes they should not be using public, means to get information. It should be easy to ask the police to give you an update on this without a conversation with everybody in this country. Police serve the people. So it should be easy for you to ask for information from the police, and they would be willing to give it to you. Sometimes our people act as if they are lords unto themselves, as if in some district or in some region, a certain regional commander also feel that, oh no, this is not a very important case. I've told you what I want to tell you, then go away. But you serve the person.
Yeah.
It is in this republic that people, when they're supposed to deliver service, act as if they own the place. So you are serving them. If you don't suspect foul play, you tell them. If they have difficulties with that and they want to petition for further work, they will do that. That is how we pay you to do your work. Not to make it look like, and you see, all of this is coming up because they are writing on social media and now people are taking it up. And mostly they will do the writing on social media when the police are either not giving them any information or they suspect that you have been cagey with them.
I mean, the incident, I mean, I was privy to when the issue broke up, and very, very interesting, very, very interesting, the circumstance, and even the hotels themselves in terms of security cameras and those who are around and all those things. Very, very, very.
And you see, that's why the police needs to
tell
them something. Because when you are silent on these issues, everybody speculates.
There are issues that, I mean, sometimes because this did not get public attention early, there's police, they will send people to come to you, so we are psychologists, we're talking to you, you've lost a family member and all of that. I mean, it's how you care for people. But this one, they are just asking for answers. They have to use all other means to try and get you, the police, to talk to them about what is happening.
So the Ghana Police Service, you have work to do. But, because the IGP, we know, listens to us all the time and takes the decisions based on some of these things, we want to hear. I'm sure the IGP would direct them. They should conclude the investigation. You see, you've made Temasif, Mankralo to IGP.
Yeah.
The family of Lois Abner Cranton. They're calling on you. IGP, George Akufu Dampare. Let's get on to the online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest, Goil Good Energy, Goil, Yenaredia, and G&J Technical Services, celebrating 30 years of providing backup power in Ghana. So let's see what's on myjoyonline.com this morning. Let me just... see the main story, and says Ghana faces dire hunger crisis as fish production drops, threatening food security by 2030.
So in the last 2 weeks, we've complained about tomatoes. Today it is fish. Exactly what are we getting right with food provision in this republic?
Okay. Well, you're right. And Herbert Krapper approved as Minister of State at Energy Ministry. Napo, if you are truthful, they say you are disrespectful, but they clap when you lie. You don't need to say these things.
That's what I'm asking, whether this is what he told the Asante to when they asked him about the arrogance thing. Okay. When they had the conversation, they did say the same thing to Asante, because you want to say it in this code. But they did say the same thing to Asante.
Okay. City Newsroom.
Because it appears this is his position on the matter. Hope you know what I'm trying to say.
I'm sure in the coming days he will change. When he realized that he has to change the position. CityNewsroom.com this morning says IGP leak tape, committee's report anemic, must be rejected. That's according to the chairman.
It's very strange. This issue plays out in perhaps the most awkward form. The chairman of the committee, if I'm told Parliament yesterday said they had adopted the report. The chairman says, I have difficulties with it. In fact, the chairman is even saying that they have evidence that the recording might have come from somebody who is close or on the instructions of the IGP. So he wants to probe that. Even that, you remember this extrajudicial killing was an issue a couple of days ago. We didn't get to the bottom of that. This committee is so bent on telling everybody that we have completed our work.
Anyway, let's get to the BBC News now, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us, an Old Mutual, 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Good energy hits the road with exciting choices to energize your ride, giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice.
Goil, yeah.
Say donut, 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 donut. Hey, donut, 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 donut. Donut, donut. Then come cut some donut. Donut, donut. Malaria syrup donut. Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Malaria chill. Popo. Trinity. I want you. Num Lonat. Adabako. Num Lonat. Adamienu. Num Lonat. Adamiensa. Num Lonat. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa wumujam ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Name is Acrobato. I like my mind peace. That's why I go get my Bampo insurance from Holland Life. Just yesterday, my Abusha Penny asked everybody to pay 1,000 Ghana cedis for a penny funeral. But Masa, Ukraine, and Mosomekora. My Bambo helped me cover cost of funeral and any disability cost by paying 2 Ghana cedis per Busumibia. A simple cry.
Yes, with as little as 2 Ghana cedis, you too can have peace of mind about cost of injury and funeral by simply registering with Mibambo Insurance from Holland Life. Just dial *269# on MTN or Telecel and follow the prompts. It's really that simple. Enjoy peace of mind today, knowing your tomorrow is covered. Mibambo Insurance, made for you.
Attention, facility management professionals. Get ready for the event of the year, the IFMA Global Africa Conference in Ghana, August 1st and 2nd at the UPSA Auditorium, hosted by the International Facility Management Association's Ghana chapter. This is your chance to meet the world's top FM experts, thought leaders, and innovators. Immerse yourself in groundbreaking keynotes, interactive panels, hands-on workshops, and unmatched networking sessions. Explore the future of facility management in Africa's booming built environments. Don't miss out on the epic gathering of minds and ideas. The IFMA Global Africa Conference, August 1st and 2nd at the UPSA Auditorium. Be there. Proudly sponsored by Fides Group. To register or to sponsor, please call 0558 368 544.
Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
The rise of retro football shirts and jerseys. As people around the world are glued to the Euros and Copa America, we look at what fans are wearing in the stands. Why has there been such an increase in fans spending big money for vintage tops?
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station. Welcome to The Inquiry with me, Tanya Beckett, from the BBC World Service.
So we've been through a long and very precise process, a democratic process, to choose our candidate, and that's President Biden.
Recent appearances by President Biden have called his fitness to run for a second term into question.
The Democratic delegates are not strictly bound. If Joe Biden releases them, they could support anybody they want.
Some campaign donors are suggesting he should pass the mantle to a younger candidate.
I think the biggest lesson is that a party that puts so much power and concentrates attention in the presidential nominee, and therefore that nominee can't be replaced if they don't want to step aside, that's a problem for a party.
This week on The Inquiry, we're asking, can the Democrats replace Biden? That's after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. Joe Biden has faced another flurry of calls to pull out of November's US presidential election, including the first from a Democratic senator. Peter Welch from the state of Vermont said he could not unsee Mr. Biden's disastrous debate performance against Donald Trump. More from Tom Bateman.
Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi described time as running short for the president to decide what to do. And the actor George Clooney, who has raised tens of millions of dollars for the Biden campaign, warned that the president was going to lose the election because he couldn't win the battle against time. So far, Mr. Biden's team is remaining defiant, reiterating that he has a popular mandate from the Democratic primaries and knows how to beat Mr. Trump. But with elected Democrats back in Congress, it feels like a head of steam is building among those pressuring him to reconsider.
NATO has pledged support for an irreversible path to Ukraine's membership of the military alliance, although NATO leaders meeting in Washington presented no clear timeline for a formal invitation to be issued. The outgoing Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg said NATO leaders had also pledged billions of dollars of military aid to Kyiv over the coming year.
We also agreed a financial pledge, helping Ukraine to build a force capable of defeating Russian aggression today and deterring it tomorrow. We have agreed that 40 billion euros is a minimum baseline within the next year and to ensure sustainable funding for Ukraine to prevail.
Supporters of Bolivia's President Luis Arce and his predecessor Evo Morales have clashed in the streets of La Paz as an electoral court met to discuss the rules for next year's elections. The two left-wing politicians, who were once close allies and friends, have been fighting over the right to represent the governing MAS party in the presidential poll. A jury in New York has found the Wall Street investor Bill Hwang guilty of fraud and market manipulation. 3 years ago, the collapse of his fund, Archegos Capital Management, caused billions of dollars in losses for several major banks. Our business correspondent, Mariko Oy, has more details.
He's accused of falsely inflating a portfolio that was worth about $1.5 billion into a $36 billion portfolio. Bill Hwang had pleaded not guilty, and his lawyers say that they intend to appeal. But if you recall, when Archegos couldn't repay those banks, there was a mass sell-off of stocks that basically wiped out his personal fortune. And as a result, Archegos collapsed. It caused billions of dollars in losses for those major banks, including Morgan Stanley, Credit Suisse and Nomura.
Mariko Oy reporting. BBC News. The European Union's Fundamental Rights Agency says Jewish people in the EU continue to face high levels of anti-Semitism and are frequently harassed, especially online. The findings come from its latest survey of Jews in 13 countries, including Germany and France. Bethany Bell has this report.
The survey, carried out from January to June last year, says 96% of respondents encounter anti-Semitism in their daily life. It said many Jews felt unsafe. After the Hamas attacks on the 7th of October, the agency said the number of reported anti-Semitic attacks, including personal harassment, intimidation and violence, increased dramatically across all survey countries. It said safety concerns and the protection of Jewish people and institutions, which were already problems before the Hamas attacks, had become urgent.
News agencies in Japan say the Defence Ministry is investigating how one of its warships came to enter Chinese territorial waters last week. Beijing has described the Navy destroyer's brief incursion off the eastern province of Zhejiang as an intentional provocation. China was conducting a live-fire drill in the area at the time. Papua New Guinea's Petroleum Minister Jimmy Maladina has pleaded not guilty to assaulting a woman in the Australian city of Sydney. He was charged with assault causing actual bodily harm after police were called to an address near Bondi Beach on Saturday over reports of a domestic dispute. A woman's been rescued off the coast of Japan 36 hours after being swept out to sea. The Chinese national, who was wearing a rubber ring, was reported missing after she'd gone swimming at a beach in Shizuoka Prefecture on Monday evening. The woman was spotted floating in the water 80 kilometres offshore by a cargo ship. That's the latest BBC News.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling. Oh, you go work, but you know it's out in your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, oh, cause you know it's out in your side. And when you dream, no say I live for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I live for you. Many want. If I believe I live your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live your side, fidelity.
right, you had to go away.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best. Enjoy 99.7 FM.
Away from home, me love.
Right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. For those of you who love dancehall or raga. These days, some say it's dancehall, others say it's raga.
He started the music at 15 or something.
Yeah, he was very young.
Yeah. And he was a powerful musician, actually.
He's found himself in a lot of issues recently.
Yes. I've been reading that, and I'm exceedingly worried about the outcome eventually, anyway. But hopefully he gets out of it. Because we respected him. And for young people who are fat, you are always happy to have a fat young person equally excelling.
Sean Kingston.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Kingston.
Yes.
Yeah, we all loved him. But you know, Raymond, this morning we have a very important conversation. But before we even get into our conversation for today, our nephews and nieces, that's our nibblings, are writing, you know, they're continuing with the BEC.
Yeah.
And I know that you probably, remembering the time that you wrote your BEC.
Yes.
But of course, we just want to encourage them. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's their first major exam.
Yes.
There's a part of the Bible that says that the Egyptians that you see today, you shall see them again no more. Yeah. It's just a phase you have to go through. Think of it that way. Mostly, one of the ways to get over periods and events is to think of the next 5 years ahead of you. The problems you have had, or you may be having through your BC period, will be over in the next 5 years. In fact, Educhu is even promising in his free SHS bill that they are going to cancel that BC. It will no longer be that the way you are seeing it. It will just be a transitioning exams for you to move on with your life. I think that we should also, going into the future, start thinking about having an examination that is not true and poor based. This thing, it has been happening for God knows how long. Some countries are evolving away from that. I have talked about how countries like Finland believe in innovation readiness of the people who are leaving their schools. We are still stuck up in a certain system that believes the only way Winston can show proficiency in a matter is to be able to chew it line by line and reproduce it. Sometimes he chooses what he does not understand. We have all done that. Sometimes you have to get to the university before you understand some of the concepts.
Yeah.
Or wait till your first year university, then you go on the internet, on YouTube, and a certain Indian is the one teaching you things that you are supposed to understand, which you never got throughout your education. So we should be able to make our people, how about a time will come where, let's say, under STEM, it is the projects that the kids will do that will be used to grade them and improve or transition them to a different level. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. In that way, they learn how to solve proper problems. Do you understand that? So let's build foundation, yes. Let's make it clear. But it is preposterous to make it look like a child is incompetent merely because they cannot do chew and paw. You get me?
Yeah, I get you.
I mean, see, my chew and paw competence has even reduced tremendously now.
Yeah, no.
But those days,
But now I can struggle.
You just close your mouth. Go straight in the yes, you reproduce every single.
Now I struggle.
Yeah,
in fact, I remember my chew and paw photosynthesis. At the time we had been asked to chew and paw, I think I was in class 5 or so, and I didn't. So when we got to the class, everybody had to repeat it. By the time the 10th person repeated it, I'd gotten it.
Yeah, and I get photosynthesis. There are about 9 stages, serious stages that require specific insertion of enzymes and all of that. I mean, nobody's saying studying is not important. Nobody is saying knowing the stuff is not important. But we're saying we should evolve small.
Yeah.
Knowing the stuff has not improved the contribution of our workers' GDP. We know that for a fact. Knowing the stuff in and of itself has not made us innovative, has not made us creative, has not made us contribute in ways, has not made us compete with the rest of the world in ways that we should be able to do so. So we should rethink the process. It is a very popular quote that you cannot do the same things and expect different results. It is a definition of not being correct in the head.
Sure.
So we sure should be able to review that system. And I know somebody like Osaya Oduchum thinks about education on the daily. I am expecting him to make a lot of contribution to it even before he leaves office as education minister. I'm expecting him to change some of these structures because without thinkers like him in the system, it will not work. We know that. Exactly. So we have to venture into a way. See, we should take bold decisions so that kids will not be struggling and pretending that their lives will go to waste if they don't pass it. Because we know that most of the people from public schools, if we don't give them this thing that they talk about now, this special access to specialized schools, they will not get access to the schools.
Yeah.
So, I mean, well, we wish them all the best.
We wish them all the best.
See,
Raymond.
go and write your very best.
Yes.
Your life does not end with BC.
Not at all.
Oh, yes, they are great people. Even the King of England today, he failed the exams plenty. Especially mathematics.
Look,
plenty.
let's,
Yes. I want to even add JB Dankwa. The evidence of JB Dankwa failing other exams, plenty. There are other people too, but anyway.
Well, let me just quote 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. That says, "For God gave us not a spirit of fearfulness, but of power and love and discipline." God didn't give us a cowardly spirit, but a spirit of love. So you go out there, excel. I mean, just do what you want to do. Just, I mean, at this point, you've learned everything already. Okay, so just go out there and be calm. You remember everything that you've learned. But Raymond, I'm sure you probably...
And you don't need 100 to get an A.
No.
Or is it 1? Yes. Don't make it look like to get everything right to get right. Sometimes it could be 80. Sometimes it could be 75. It could even be 90.
It could even be 60.
Oh, well.
Because the standard system is that the best 4% will get an A. And then the second 7% will get 1. So just, I think, the first 5 or 4%, yes.
So take your time, calm down. I know the pressure with it. Me, myself, at my age, when I'm writing, my hand shakes. Yeah, sometimes it takes some time. I have to relax before I do it. It is very normal.
This is when we are writing exam, we do strategy. But I'm sure you remember this, Raymond.
Liverplex B. We have vitamin A too. In Liverplex B, together we give you good vision and help your children have a normal growth. We have nicotinic acid, converting food to energy. Copper and zinc for absorption, national B complex. B, vitamin D to give you strong teeth and bone. We have vitamin B together. B complex.
Also available is Liverplex B for infants and children. Liverplex B, manufactured by Kama Industries Limited. Available in all pharmacies and chemical shops throughout the country.
Sun is burning, you are yearning. Something cool just for you enjoy. Refreshing, satisfying, nutritious, delicious, cool and nice. Enjoy.
Okay, that's you had Liverplex and then you had Fun Ice. Actually reminds all of us of the adverts of yesterday.
Fun Ice. So nice. Yeah, but do they, Charlie, we have suffered in this world before. Some time ago, some very people in your family will buy one Fun Ice, then cut it into 3 for children. So you take the till.
If you get the middle part, you suffer, because you're holding it.
You are struggling to get part. Why? One small sachet. So
it means that we have come far.
I'm calling some auntie Bipa. I would have mentioned her name. As you cut the thing, they say buy the thing for the children. Now you are doing economics with the thing.
Okay. Anyway,
this is where lack of accountability started. It's not buying the thing for the children. You are cutting the thing into small. In fact, they'll cut it to 3. Can you believe that? So that you get 3 small parts. You too, you want to enjoy the thing small.
You have no choice. But you see, and this actually leads us
and
to...
at my age, if I go and consume it, they say, hey, you are consuming too much something. You are consuming, we should reduce it. But now I can buy with my own money. Anyway.
So, Raymond, this would lead us to a conversation on advertising.
Yes.
And its regulation. Because not long ago, the Media Foundation of West Africa went to certain media houses and, wanted to advertise some mixture, a bitters, whatever.
Yeah. Some concoction they put
together. And these people, you had certain media houses advertising it. They didn't have FDA approval. They had nothing. And I've been reading the memorandum to the advertising bill. It talks about how in the past, you actually had, just about, few media houses, and so the self-regulation was key. You know,
that it cannot be heard or seen to advertising something that's absolutely wrong.
Exactly.
It destroys your reputation completely. Yes.
Today, that is non-existent.
But today, it's difficult for you to monitor the kind of media houses that are in the country.
Of course, I cannot.
In the space, it's difficult for you to monitor it. How much more? But of course, it can't be an excuse for regulators anyway.
It cannot be. Yeah. And so the advertising bill seeks to correct this by the establishment of an advertising council that would regulate the industry effectively.
That is self-regulation.
Yes, self-regulation.
Okay. All right.
So it's no longer, yes, FDA has its role to
play.
But inwardly, there's a lot to be done. And that's what they want to do. And we'll have that conversation. We'll find out more about the bill here on the Super Morning Show and how it can actually deal with our situation. And that's a conversation we'll be having here on the Super Morning Show. Of course, our friends from EcoBank will be joining us also. Tomorrow, we're starting the second mini fair of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair.
Yes.
Get a house, make it a home.
This year, some people's vision is to win election. Others' vision is to make sure that we build a home too. So we are running different paths in this world.
You have built the house, so you want to make it a home.
Yes.
For those some people too, their vision is to get the house.
Yes, as in buy the house.
Yes, buy the house.
Or now build a house.
Or maybe build a house. Whichever you want to do.
So, but hook or crook, we should have decent accommodation for our people. That's all. It's at the core of our living. In fact, Jeremy Corbyn says the reason why he's coming back into politics, he just won the independent slot. And he's saying the reason why he's coming back, he cannot understand why he's walking the streets and he's meeting people, discussing issues that they thought they had resolved 20 years ago. Okay. This is in England. And he mentions issues of accommodation and how people are struggling to now pay and all of that. We should be able to have solutions. And the mini fair will provide solutions.
Yes, and that'll be at the Tema Metropolitan Assembly. So make sure you get there it starts tomorrow till Sunday, Friday, the 12th to Sunday, the 14th. But in these times of high electricity tariff, build-free solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-free solar hybrid air conditioners cool your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. The amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. I think I should get one. Build-free solar hybrid air conditioners come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sales servicing for a year. Please call us for purchases on 0531 100915. That's 0531 100915. Build Freeze, superior cooling with low energy.
Hello world, let's help you check your dream locations off your bucket list. If you are like Winston, who's targeting Egypt, right? Make your travel dreams a reality with Access Bank. Our aviation and hospitality desk is designed with you in mind. Let's help you book and pay for your ticket and secure travel insurance. Whether it's a tropical escape or a visit to family, Access Bank has you covered. Avoid the hassle. Book your next flight with Emirates, South African Airways, Air Peace, or Africa World Airlines through Access Bank. Our 55 branch network gives you access to convenience, easy payments, and also security. Visit our website ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll-free number 0800 004400 for more information and assistance. Access Bank, more than banking.
So if it's football you want, we've got it all. Yes, all of it on DSTV, all the leagues, all the caps, and all the matches live in HD. Watch Starboy Mohamed Kudus in his second season at West Ham and trust that you'll get to see Kylian Mbappe in full flight for Real Madrid. All day, all night, no matter what bouquet you're on, you get to watch football. Renew your subscription today. Dial *759# and follow the prompts. This season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
It's coming home. You have to play the version from Stormzy, right?
Which one?
It's coming home. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Now they say they don't want to jinx it because mostly when they see the song, it doesn't come home.
Oh,
so now it's on the low tone.
It's likely not to go home.
Oh, well, take your time. Now, where are you headed? Are you going shopping at the mall or buying fuel for your car? Are you also enjoying your favorite meal at a restaurant or getting home essentials at your favorite shop? Or you're shopping online for the things you need. Wherever you go, whatever you're doing, do it with SG Visa Card. The SG Visa Card is your best option to make payments for goods and services online or anywhere with a point of sale machine. Enjoy a world of amazing opportunities Available with the SG Visa card. Go about your business anywhere in Ghana with the comfort and security of your money available to you always. Make your life easy and use your SG Ghana Visa card today. To find out more, call 0302 214 314. 0302 214 314. SG Ghana, the future is you.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com, and they will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions have applied at Kingdom. Quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now, which bank in Ghana is always at your service? Omni Basic, which bank is ready to assist you with their 24-hour state-of-the-art contact center. Omni Basic, which bank is Ghana's fastest growing corporate bank and bank of the year 2023. Omni Basic. At Omni Basic, we are always at your service. So call us on 0307 08 6000 or 0302 758 555 or 0800 100790, and that's the toll-free number. Or visit any of our branches nationwide to open an Omni Basic account today and enjoy exceptional customer service. Omni Basic at your service.
And Toyota Ghana has expanded its vehicle lineup with 3 new models, introducing the all-new Toyota Vitz, a stylish, highly fuel-efficient A-segment passenger car with a compact design suitable for urban travel. For safety, it has a wireless door lock, an ultra-modern anti-theft system, an ISOFIX child-resistant system. The Toyota Urban Cruiser, the C-segment crossover SUV, features a robust design, advanced technology like a 3-spoke urethane steering wheel, a 4.2-inch TFT, a touchscreen audio display with a USB, Apple CarPlay or Android audio connectivity, and then
the one for the representative of the masses,
and luxurious Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prado.
Mention it again.
The new and luxurious Toyota Land Cruiser 250 Prado. Chief Ken is in the building.
Yes. That's why I need you to repeat that part.
Those cutting-edge features like jam-protected power windows, an audio, telephone, and voice recognition steering switch, a UV-cut sun and moon roof, an ultra-modern immobilizer, and matched off-road capabilities, and a strong presence inviting you to embrace adventure and luxury like never before. These 3 new additions to the Toyota range aim to provide the best value for your peace of mind motoring and hold Toyota Ghana's commitment to offering the best vehicle purchase and ownership experience, whether navigating the city, embarking on an adventure, or setting luxury. Toyota Ghana has a vehicle to meet your needs. Visit Toyota Ghana's branches in Accra, Kumasi, Tema, Takrady, Tamale, or Takwa, or call 0302 910 204 for the unique Toyota experience. Toyota, superior quality.
Superior quality for the representative of the masses. And all agree, isn't also?
We all agree.
Yeah.
Even me, I want one.
Oh, well, let me ask you this question. Which app allows you to transfer money at only a tiny fee using a Visa card? This is Express Pay. At Express Pay, we keep falling for you. And yes, our prices are falling again. Send 100 Ghana cedi and pay 1 Ghana cedi. When you send 200 Ghana cedi, you pay only 2 cedi. For the ballers, no. When you send 5,000 Ghana cedi, you pay 10 cedi. Not 10,000, just 10 cedi. 5,000 Ghana cedi, you pay 10 cedi. Basically, any amount over 1,000 Ghana cedi, you pay 10 Ghana cedi. There's more to this. In this month of July, Express Pay is filling the car tank of many lucky customers. One new customer and one old loyal customer every single day. Today it could be you wasting money. Monday to Friday, you have the chance till the end of July. Simply spend 500 Ghana cedi or more by paying for services or sending money with your Visa card to qualify, and you get your tank filled, no matter the size of your tank. Even no matter the size. Which are you thinking about it? Yes, filling.
Feelings.
You know how the
matter the size.
The fuel is a problem now. Expressway can do that for you. All that you have to do is just spend 500 Ghana cedi on paying for service or using your Visa card. So download the Express Pay app for simplified payments, 24/7 customer service, tiny fees, and a full car tank. ExpressPay, in partnership with Visa, has made these tiny fees possible across 9 banks: Stanbic, Ecobank, Stanchart, ABSA, FNB, Fidelity, Carl, First Atlantic, GT Bank. All of these banks, they have Visa card holders. You can use ExpressPay and you get tiny fees on it, and your tank will be full. Terms and conditions apply.
So do you have a game-changing, innovative business idea or project that can impact society? Then this is your moment, because Total Energies present the 4th edition of the Startup Power of the Year Challenge. This year, we're looking for 3 winners: the best entrepreneur, also known as the InnovUp winner; the best project or innovative business idea exemplifying recycling and minimizing waste, the Cycle Up winner; and the best project promoting or relating to sustainable and affordable energies, the Power Up winner. And that's not all. 4 additional projects in the Power Up category will be selected by an international jury. Don't wait any longer. Apply now at startupper.totalenergies.com for your chance to win financial support, professional mentorship, and a spotlight for your project. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, PAPS, is now live at Fidelity Bank. Imagine sending money to your loved ones or business partners across Africa. This is instantly, and also in Ghana cities. Don't wait for days for transactions to clear. No more expensive fees. Just fast, secure, and affordable payments. PAPS is here, and Fidelity Banks make sending money through PAPS very, very easy. No Visa middleman. No, I'm talking about the dollar people and their problems.
Exactly.
Yes. You don't have to care about the exchange rate. Visit any Fidelity Bank branch and start sending money across Africa instantly, securely, and affordably. This is going straight to Nigeria, Gambia, Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Well, your birthday messages and sports after these messages.
When you want to eat, just Momo it. Tired of the long queues in the supermarket? Pay with Momo. When you really want that beautiful new blouse, just Momo it. When you want to get a trim and get fresh to impress you know who, just Momo it. When you need to pay your utility bills and domestic staff, Chani Momo. When you want to send love to the family back home, send some Momo. Join the millions of MTN Momo users all over Ghana and live life the brighter way. So just Momo it. MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
What is football? I elevated Inter to the pinnacle of European football by winning the treble. I beat the unbeatable Barcelona with Real Madrid, breaking all records on the way. I feel the hearts of the Romans with joy after winning their first European title. I am relentless, I am ambition, I am a winner. I am José Mourinho. I am football.com.
Place your bets now.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams.
This advert is FDA approved.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us. Birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
And okay, let's get to the birthday messages. I'll just do this one. And so this is happy birthday to Charles Mensah of Trust Consult, and a good friend to the Multimedia Group and the Super Morning Show. Enjoy your day, Charles Mensah. And also a happy birthday to Emmanuel Kofi Ansan. Okay, I think we can get into the Sports Center now, proudly brought to us by
MTN.
Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Twisco food drink, Twisco power your dream. And if it's football you want, we've got it all. Yes, all of it on DSTV, all the leagues, all the caps, all the matches, live in HD. And this season promises to be exciting. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
So, folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. I mean, picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right. We are not just offering loans. We are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. So say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter and a more sustainable future. So if you are ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of these numbers: 050-153-5789 or 050-153-5790 or 0244-674-154. And let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow together and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And accessing super reliable healthcare should be the topmost priority for you and your family. That's why MultiPlus, powered by MTN, is giving you just that today. For a subscription fee of just 25 Ghana cedis a month paid on Momo, you can sign on to a health subscription plan that gets you access to unlimited in-store consultations with qualified healthcare professionals and over 160 covered medications and tests at participating pharmacies in the Ableko, Masakam, and Dansoman, Mamprobi, and Kaswa townships. And the favorite part is there's a dedicated nurse at the Muti pharmacy who can teleconference a doctor when you need it, so you can access the best consultation services. All you have to do is download the Ayoba app and sign up today with your MTN Momo account. Just sign up with your Momo account, download Ayoba. Take care of your health conveniently and affordably. Sign up for MultiPlus, powered by MTN today.
Now, there's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market you should know about, ladies and gentlemen. From the producers of Carbell, permit me to introduce you to Twisco, a chocolate food drink with a blend of premium cocoa powder enriched with Enafort, a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, including B vitamins, vitamin C, D, iron, and many more. Twisco is available in 20 gram and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for only 1 Ghana cedi 80 pesos. To enjoy all the goodness packed in a sachet, enter contents into a mug mixed with 180 milliliters of previously boiled water and milk, and also you can start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco and power your dream. This advert is FDA approved.
Unlike others.
I know.
Unlike others.
Unlike my good friend coming up.
Good morning to you, and welcome to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentil, Tahiru Fentil. Coming up this morning,
Mainu, Palmer, Watkins! Bang on 90 minutes! England amid delirious drama!
well, it's going to be England versus Spain in the final then, after Super Sub Oli Watkins fired the Three Lions into Sunday's final at the Euros. We've got that to come here. But first, we'll begin at home as usual. And a 7-member Team Ghana delegation departed Accra last night via an Air France flight to Strasbourg to continue their preparations for the 2024 Olympic Games set to kick off later this month. 14 others will link up with the team in France before the start of the games. Benjamin Willie Graham is Team Ghana's media attaché. He was among yesterday's travelling contingent. He's outlined the rest of their itinerary for the 11-day camp in Strasbourg.
The likes of the team, Azamati, Bochio, Saminu, Husseini, all of them will join us in Strasbourg, and then we'll start the preparation. Harry, Stacey, Joseli, would definitely be part of the contingent in Strasbourg. The team leaders would also join us later. So as soon as we get to Paris, we'll move straight to Strasbourg, and then the rest of the team, those who are living in the US, in the UK, in other parts of the world, will definitely join us in Strasbourg, and then we start the preparation. And certainly on the 21st of July, we meet at the Games Village to begin official preparation for the games.
And Team Ghana's camp in Strasbourg is kind to see the French embassy here in Ghana, who are spending as much as 30,000 euros, investing that much into Team Ghana's preparations for the Olympic Games. Now, among the traveling contingent yesterday was Rose Yeboah, the only athlete to leave with the team. The remaining 7 athletes would fly in from the US, Germany, and the UK. Yeboah spoke to Joy Sports at the Kotoka International Airport just before their departure, and she says she's very excited to participate in her first Olympic Games.
Feels good. I mean, qualifying for Olympics is such a great experience, and I'm really happy to see myself there to compete for my country, Ghana. I feel like my target is I want to jump above 197, 197 and above, and I know for sure that I'm gonna make it, because looking at my performance I put up during the NCAA, I feel like I'll do much better.
That's Rose Yeboah, Ghanaian high jump record holder. Now, still on issues related to track and field, President of Ghana Athletics Bao Hussein is called on government to improve its efforts in maintaining the Koforidua Youth Resource Center to ensure the facility lasts longer. The center, which was inaugurated in December last year, comprises a FIFA standard football pitch, a 9-lane athletics track, and a versatile court for tennis, basketball, handball, and volleyball. Now, Joy Sports' Victor Achutamaklo toured the facility and reports.
Once upon a time, this was the Koforidua Sports Stadium. But after a few touches, and by a few touches, I'm talking about the addition of an 8-lane athletics track, basketball and tennis courts, a 5,000 seating capacity, a FIFA standard sized pitch, an ICT center, a restaurant, and a counseling center. It is now known as the Koforidua Youth Resource Center. A month after its commissioning in December last year, the Director of Operations at the Office of the President, Lord Comey, announced that the facility would host this year's Independence Day celebrations. For that to happen, some structural adjustments needed to be made. In a memo, the National Youth Authority, through the Eastern Regional Coordinating Council and the Planning Committee for the Independence celebrations, informed Jubilee House that it would cost up to 2.5 million Ghana cedis to return it to its original state after the event. According to the NYA, the presidency did not object to this. Yet, 4 months after the Independence Day celebrations, Jubilee House is yet to release funds despite initial promises to cover the cost of any remodeling work for the celebrations. Although it has not been restored to its original shape, the $1.8 million facility has hosted 2 events since then: the schools and colleges games at the basic and secondary school levels.
Before then, this stadium was without seats, and now we have seats around. This has helped talents to be able to develop very well. Those days we didn't have our tartan tracks, but now we are having the tartan tracks here.
There's even more to come. For Ghana Athletics, this is exactly what they need to further their agenda in the region.
I know the impact will be enormous because the area or that catchment area, Koforidua, who in some part of our central region, that area, they've never had synthetic running surface there apart from now. So putting it in there, it will accelerate athletic development in the region.
Bao Hussein ending that report by Victor Achutamaklo. Now, former Kumasi Asante Kotoko CEO Nana Yamponsa has left Moldovan club Petrocup after 6 months as the club's president. In a statement released yesterday, Yamponsa said the decision to sever ties with Petrocup follows the discovery of unusual activities and a mismatch in vision. He joined the club in January this year and contributed to their first Moldovan League and Cup successes. Now, meanwhile, Samatex midfielder Emmanuel Kayeke has joined Tanzanian Premier League side Singida Black Stars and even made his debut in a Sikafa Kigami Cup game against Rwanda's APR FC on Tuesday. But yesterday, the Ghana Premier League champions released a statement saying their captain has not been transferred to any club and remains an integral part of their plans for next season. So, controversy galore as far as that transfer is concerned. Now, in South America, Colombia, they secured a 1-0 victory against Uruguay in the Copa America semi-final. Despite being reduced to 10 men in the second half, Jefferson Lerma's header in the first half proved to be the decisive goal, setting up a final clash with reigning champions Argentina. But that game was not without controversy. Later in the game, after the match, Liverpool footballer Darwin Núñez was involved in an altercation with spectators after his national team Uruguay were beating. The striker was seen physically confronting Colombian fans in the stands after the final whistle in the Copa America semi-final. Now, according to Uruguayan outlet El País, disorder broke out close to where friends and family members of players were located. Núñez is yet to comment publicly on the incident. Now, in Europe as well, there was lots of drama last night as Oli Watkins, the England striker, came off the bench to score a 90th minute winner to secure a 2-1 win for England against the Netherlands in Dortmund to set up a Euro 2024 final meeting with Spain. The Three Lions looked to be going into extra time for the third successive game after Harry Kane's contentious first half penalty cancelled out a thunderous Xavi Simons goal. That was until Watkins struck. An emotional Watkins revealed in his post-match interview that the goal came out exactly how he had planned it with fellow substitute Cole Palmer just before they came on.
I swear on my life, my kid's life, I said to Cole Palmer, we're coming on today and you're going to set me up. And that's why I was so happy with Coley when I knew as soon as he got the ball he was going to play me, and you got to be greedy, touch and finish, and when I've seen it go in the bottom corner, it's the best feeling ever. I know, unbelievable. I've been waiting for that moment for weeks. You know, it's taken a lot of hard work to get to where I am today, and
Oli Watkins. Meanwhile, the England equalizer came after German referee Felix Zoya awarded a contentious penalty following a coming together between Kane and Denzel Dumfries. Zoya has previously been convicted of match fixing. After the game, though, the Dutch captain Virgil van Dijk refused to comment on his performance when asked.
Are you happy that a referee who had been banned for match fixing was taking part in this semi-final?
You want me to get me in trouble?
No, but it was a talking point before the game.
Well, he did our game against Romania, and I think that game he was alright, so you don't want to get me in trouble. That's for you guys.
And that's Virgil van Dijk. We have the final on Sunday at the Heritage Craft Brewery at East Legon. Live commentary here, and we're broadcasting from there as well. And just before we go, Novak Djokovic is through to the semi-finals of Wimbledon. That was after his opponent Alex de Minaur withdrew from their last 8 tie because of a hip injury. And now Djokovic will face Lorenzo Musetti on Friday as he bids to reach the final for the 6th time in 7 years. That's all the sports this morning on the Joy Sports Center. My name is Fentu Tahir Fentu. Back to you, Winston.
Thank you very much, Fentu Tahiru Fentu, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. It's now time for Food for Thought, brought to us by Roverman Productions. Be the difference. Uncle, good morning. Hello, Uncle.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How has the morning been? You were talking about how slippery the road was.
Yes, Uncle. And how we had to be very careful on the road because a lot of us, don't pay attention on the road and we drive like it's always the same.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, you let me go on with my presentation. Sure. I do not want to get you into any controversy. I realized that for the first time you were running away from controversy on gospel music.
Well, don't worry, cry.
Well, just to remind our listeners that my play, 57th play in 16 years, Take Over, runs again this weekend from Friday, 7 p.m. Saturday, 2 shows, 4 and 8, and Sunday, 3 shows, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Many who were there last weekend are celebrating that play as our best to date. So come around this weekend and let's see whether you agree with them that this is the best of the 57 plays we've done so. I would say this is the second in the series of insights life has given me, and I share them with you in celebration of my 70th birthday, which falls on the 20th of July.
Sure.
My maternal grandmother lived to see not only her grandchildren, but her great-grandchildren as well.
Wow.
The remarkable thing about her, and the thing I remember her for, was that she was always serving. She did not do much for herself, although she was the most hardworking and resourceful person in the family. But she expended all her energies to serving the needs of members of the family and her community. She did not know how to rest. She worked from morning from dawn till she was ready to go to bed at night. If there was a birth, she was there to make herself useful. If there was a death, she was there to carry the burden of preparing for the funeral. She was always the hardest working person in any situation. Winston, she was an onion farmer, but her farm never grew because she was too busy responding to the calls to serve from Takwa, Sekondi, through Elmina to Bekwai and Kumasi. So one day you are looking for her, she's at Bekwai. The next time, Sekondi. Why? Oh, somebody needed help. So as I grew older, I began to reflect on her life. And then it hit me. My grandmother was defined by her name. She was Ekua Akua. Now, Akua in Fanti is servant. So my grandmother was named Ekua Servant. And she was Akua to everybody in the family. You often hear people ask, what is in a name? Well, your name can affect your destiny.
Sure.
There is evidence of this in the Bible. When God wanted to change the destiny of Abraham, he changed his name to Abraham and his wife's name from Sarai to Sarah. And then when he needed to change the fortunes of Jacob, he changed his name to Israel. Jesus changed Simon's name to Peter or Cephas, and so on. I find that we take names for granted in Ghana, and the results have often been catastrophic. Our culture in some areas of Ghana mandates that parents go to the family to ask to be given a name for the newborn child. Usually the family then gives the parents a name which in almost all cases is the name of someone living in the family or an ancestor in the from the family. We often do not interrogate the name or make inquiries into the life of the person whose name has been given for the child. And we don't ask for the meaning of the name. We go ahead, in accordance to custom, to slap the name on the baby without thinking of the burden we are laying on the child for the rest of his or her life. The truth is that if you name a child after someone living or who has lived, you are transferring that person's destiny, or at least aspects of that person's destiny, onto the newborn. And that could mean trouble for the rest of the life of the baby. I know of very hardworking young people for whom nothing is working. Then you ask about the person they were named after, or you explore the meaning of their names, and you know immediately the source of their woes. It is in their name. In the 80s, I handled a very bizarre case. I employed a very hardworking and committed young person. At the time, he had been married for 3 years and they had 2 children and were living at Teshi. His relationship with his wife was beautiful. They had chemistry and they were very much into each other. He was a very devoted and supportive husband. In the 5th year of their marriage, after the couple had been blessed with their 3rd child, the young man got home one evening and his wife and children were not home. He found that unusual, since she and his wife kept each other updated on their movements, and she had not said anything about going out in the evening. He waited till 8 p.m. By now, he knew something was wrong, so he rushed to Accra Newtown, where his mother-in-law, that is the wife's mother, lived, to find out if the wife had come to visit. When he got to the house, there was his wife eating with her mother. He heaved a sigh of relief and said, "Darling, you got me worried." The girl said, "I am not going home with you. I'm staying here. I am done with the marriage." The young man was shocked. He tried to find out if there had been any problems in the marriage that he was not aware of. The girl said, "You are a model husband, but I am done with the marriage." Winston, to make a long story short, the girl was serious. She ended the marriage without any real cause. The young man went to see an older person in the family, in the girl's family, and when the old man heard the case, he shook his head and said, "Oh my God, it has happened again." And then he told the young man, "Don't bother to fight this because she's not coming back." It was then that the old man revealed the truth behind what was happening. The girl had been named after her grandmother and her mother. Her grandmother married, had 3 children, and then without any cause, left the marriage and came home. Her mother, who had been named after that woman, also married, had 3 children, and also without any cause, quit the marriage. And now it was the turn of this lady. She now had 3 children, and she also had quit her marriage. So, what is in a name? Everything. So check the meaning of your name or inquire about the person you were named after if you do not understand some of the things that happen in your life. You may find a clue to your struggles. Oh, and before you put any name on your child, please remember that that name could be the child's best blessing or worst nightmare for the rest of his or her life. So pick the name carefully and prayerfully. And but you say that's my presentation for this morning.
Thank you very, very much, Uncle White, for joining us with Food for Thought here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And Roman Productions, in partnership with the National Theatre, presents an original Ibo White play titled Take Over. Now there's total panic and chaos when Apostle Gideon returns from surgery. His daughter Mary sparks uproar on social media with explicit videos, while within his own church, 2 of his subordinates orchestrate a takeover. How will he reclaim her tarnished reputation and confront the wolves disguised as sheep within his flock? Takeover intricately weaves a tale of greed, integrity, and the unwavering love of a father for his wayward child. It shows on the 12th, 13th, and 14th of July 2024. Showtimes: Friday, 1 show only at 7 p.m. On Saturday, 2 shows only at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. And on Sunday, 3 shows at 1, 4, and 8 p.m. Venue: National Theatre. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Buy your tickets via Koba short code *365*535#. For enquiries, call 0596921960 or send a WhatsApp to 0505-546-030. You can follow us on all our social media platforms at Roverman Productions, proudly sponsored by Gino Tomato Mix and GCB Bank PLC, communications partner M Notify, and Logistic Movers. Buy your tickets now. Roverman Productions, be the difference. And our time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana. CBG, we stand with you. Anointed Electricals, the generator expert, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed Electricals, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy. The government has kick-started stakeholder engagements ahead of the media budget review as it moves to secure industry support on some policy measures. Ghana's food inflation rate continues to be one of the highest in Africa. Food inflation for the month of June hit 24%. The Electricity Company of Ghana is now depending heavily on technology like artificial intelligence to check power theft and improve revenue mobilization. And the Chinese government says it will investigate allegations that fuel tankers have been used to transport cooking oil after carrying toxic chemicals without being cleaned properly between loads. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, Anointed Electric House, the generator experts, and build free solar hybrid air conditioners, superior cooling with lower energy.
Right, so welcome back. And Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA, and they undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. They also stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and do generator rentals. They have branches nationwide. You can locate their latest branches in Amrahia Frims Oil on the main Adenta Dodowa Road, East Legon, Lagos Avenue Road opposite Tomric Hotel, and Tema General Hospital Road, Community 9, just after the overhead. Kaswa off the Wager Kaswa Road near Simaf Cement Depot, and at Odoko, where they have their head office, number 77 Anointed House off the Odoko Malam Road, Accra. Call 0243 480334. And let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, and Malatu from Ernest Chemist, Malatu power over malaria. So EcoBank wants you to know that this is the year to just, stop talking about shopping and enjoying life and just do it. Because EcoBank has over 1 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo for you, and over 7,000 others across Ghana. Winners will be rewarded bi-weekly, and you can be one of them, winning up to 10,000 Ghana cedis. There will also be 3 monthly draws, and all you have to do is to deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, EcoBank Express Point, or via EcoBank Mobile to stand a chance of winning. Other prizes include fuel vouchers, shopping vouchers, airtime, and many more. Promo runs from now to the 31st of July 2024. It's your time to chop life. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedis deposit earns you entry into the EcoBank Million Gang draw. A better way to enjoy life, a better way, a better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
You mean no more audio chopping?
Do I do what?
No more audio chopping.
Audio chopping.
People are chopping life audio-wise.
It's not audio money. Audio chopping.
It should be reality, my brother. I mean, you stop dreaming. People have been saving things on their phone. When they see the thing, then they'll screenshot. Then they'll save it. They'll save it. You can see their phone is all made up of saved shoes, saved shirts, saved dresses, and yet you're unable to live it. It is going to be possible this year. There's still time for it.
Most definitely.
No. Yeah. There's still time for it.
Well, stay with us when we return after these messages. We'll tell you more because our friends from EcoBank will be joining us shortly here on the Super Morning Show.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. We know say problem day, but you for chop life. Simply deposit cash in multiples of 500 Ghana cedis into your EcoBank account at your nearest branch, Express Point, or through EcoBank Mobile to win your share of over 1 million cedis in prizes in the EcoBank Million Gang promo, EMG. Be one of over 7,000 people to be rewarded. Hey, my God. Yes, so over 7,000 people go chop soft life from May to July 31, 2024. Be an EcoBank customer or be square. Remember, every 500 Ghana cedi deposit earns you a point for the EcoBank Million Gang today, EMG. Deposit today and win your share of 1.2 million in cash and prizes. A better way to enjoy life. A better way. A better Africa. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Right, so welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show. And on Big Stories this morning, brought to us by Telecel Connecting Energies, latest from your partner for life and equity health insurance here for you. We have a conversation about advertising, how you can be safe through advertising. Because many of the times, the things we consume, all the things that are told us in these adverts, some of which are not approved by the FDA, becomes the cause of our problems. And I've been telling you how the Media Foundation for West Africa went to certain media houses and succeeded in getting them to advertise products, which were, they just added, drinks together. They just mixed drinks. and called it a mixture that could that could cure a lot of complications. And people were advertising it. Imagine if it was a fake product. What would have happened to you and me? So it's important we have a conversation on regulation, not just at the Food and Drugs Authority position, but even within the advertisers themselves, how they can be regulated, so we know that there's a double layer of regulation in ensuring that you and I are safe. And so we'll have this conversation here on the Super Morning Show. But you're about to have the world at your fingertips because the wait is finally over. Telecel is here. Now you have everything you want and need. Quick and reliable communication, stress-free money transactions via Telecel Cash, transforming your big business ideas into success stories with Telecel Business and more. Connect with Telecel and enjoy a world of endless possibilities, because with Telecel, there's no limit to connections. Telecel, connecting energies. Now you picture this, you're lying in bed after a long day, seeking comfort and relaxation, but instead, you're met with a mattress that sags beneath you, a reminder of shortcuts and compromises. You know your comfort and well-being should have never been compromised. That's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam. Otherwise, Charlie, you did do yourself. Invest in Latest Foam, your partner for life. Visit us today and sleep better tonight. Call us on 0302-2311-55262 or 0322-008499 or visit us on latestfoamghana.com. Latest Foam, your partner for life.
Auntie T, abeg, fix me gobetete Ghana. No garri, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no?
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, we the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you the want town. That *530#, then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Beautiful people, we are live in town, soaking in the excitement about the partnership between Access Bank and PABS, revolutionizing the way people move money across Africa. Let's hear directly from those reaping the benefits.
It's a relief. Anytime I send money back home, my family receives exactly what I send them, instantly.
I'm studying in Ghana, but originally from Nigeria. With this service, my parents send my school and hostel fees directly, and they do it with so much ease.
I run a fashion business. Let me tell you, sending and receiving money across Africa without those annoying forex fees has really cut down our operational costs.
Benefit from instant payments across Africa with zero foreign exchange hassle. Visit our website www.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll free on 0800 00 4400 for all your cross-border payments.
Pass it with Access Bank.
Access Bank, more than banking.
In partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions presents an original play by Uncle Ebo White, Takeover.
Ibab, my boy.
Papa.
How are you doing today?
It is a battle, Papa.
You don't mean
because
it.
As the Bible says, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Really?
And if the flesh was weak in the time of Jesus when there was no infusable social media, slave queens and side chicks.
Jesus Christ.
You can imagine how weaker it is today. But no fears because we have a covering, Papa.
You and misapplied Bible quotations.
Takeover shows on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 12th, 13th and 14th of July 2024. Venue. Theater. Fridays at 7 p.m., Saturdays at 4 and 8 p.m., and Sundays at 1, 4 and 8 p.m. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Buy your tickets by the Koba short code *365*535# and at all regular outlets. Sponsors Gino Tomato Mix and GCB Bank. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
When shopping for a dress, you say,
of course, a low burst line, a little tight by the hips, covered sleeves, off shoulder, definitely.
But when buying anti-malarial drug, you say,
is it not malaria? Give me whatever is available.
Choose your malaria drugs the same way you choose your dress. Always ask for Coartem. It's also available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets for children. Don't gamble with malaria. Choose right. Choose Coartem. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malaria testing should be done before treatment. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomric Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet.
Move from just getting a housing to making it a home, so that you really know that you have arrived and you have nothing to do with landlords. And some landlords increase rent based on their feelings. Sometimes if their girlfriends leave them, you pay for it. If they get new girlfriends, you pay for it. If there are plans of marrying second wife, you still pay for it. So those of you who live within these houses will be. That's why we do the EcoBank Joint Use Habitat Fair, and this weekend is happening big time. The Tema Mini Fair. I'm sure you are aware that there was one at Malta Mall. We are going straight to Tema. The Tema Mini Fair is happening this weekend from the 12th to the 14th. But I'll be talking about that and talking about home ownership too, getting a house and making it a home here on the Super Morning Show. And I've been joined in studio by two powerful men from EcoBank, the people who save money and has money and are the big people. Yes. Godwin Yankee is the head personal banking, consumer banking at EcoBank Ghana. And Winston Wobble, the man is tall, taller than our Winston anyway. Yes. Head advantage banking, consumer banking at EcoBank Ghana. Gentlemen, yes, he's head. Sami says I should stress the fact that he's head advantage banking, consumer banking. Gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
I hope you are doing well.
Very well.
Winston, you already telling me that you are sharing money today, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes. For the masses, yes.
For the masses, anyway. Brilliant. Now, let's start with the theme for this year, because we know this year's theme is home ownership, get a house and make it a home. Tell us more about what EcoBank has on offer. Let me start with you, Godwin.
Okay, so good morning, Raymond. Good morning to our listeners. So I think you started off by indicating some of the challenges one faces when you are renting, and the need to quickly get a home on your own. So having said that, home ownership, it's the importance of home ownership is something that we cannot overemphasize, both for individuals as well as families. So that's why EcoBank, working with Joy News, has over the last 15 years been providing, I would say, the biggest housing fair in this country. Mm-hmm. And for this year, just as we've done over the years, we will be offering or providing Ghanaians some of the finance options available to either acquire a home or improve your home. So basically, the finance options for the various options to either acquire a home, home ownership or home improvement. And quickly, let me just say that these options include the opportunity to buy a home outright, the opportunity to complete an ongoing housing project, the opportunity to buy furniture or even buy home appliances and convert your house into a home. As this year's team goes. So for patrons who will be coming to our stands at the Tema Fair, we will engage and then have your questions and inquiries on both home ownership and home improvement asset. So that's what we have in offer during the next couple of months.
So not only being able to acquire a house or get a plan to pay for it, but also the ability to convert that current place you are occupying. It may be ECG or not ECG related, but you know that your gadgets are out of touch with reality. Yes. Your gadgets are not gadgeting, as they will say. So you need to make sure you convert that house into a home, and EcoBank is helping you do that too. Right. The types of mortgage loans available, I mean, what's the eligibility criteria for it?
Yes, so for starters, basically you need to be a salaried account holder with us. It means that your salary should be routed through your account with EcoBank. Once this is satisfied, you just pick up an invoice from any vendor of choice, and then you come and we'll do it for you. So for mortgages, one, you are a salaried account holder. You have up to 20 years to repay your mortgage, which is quite a while, and subject to the fact that it should be before your retirement age, though. Once you qualify for this, we look at how much you are earning, how much you intend to pick. We do the calculation, you're home and dry.
Oh, okay. It's quite simple the way
Very
you narrate
simple.
it.
And it's as simple as I've said it.
Just how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Now, let's talk mortgage partners. So who are these mortgage partners?
So we because we are big players in the mortgage finance space. We have over the years entered into partnership with some very big real estate companies who not only provide quality homes but also offer a variety of homes to meet different preferences and taste. So we have the likes of Saka Homes, Elegant Homes, Clifton Properties. We have the rural social housing, providers of affordable housing. We have Deftraco. So we have a number of partners in the real estate space, and that is to also make the whole experience of acquiring a home easier. You talk to our partners. Once you get the okay with us, you come to us for the funding.
Okay.
The finances.
So all of these that you mentioned, from Saka, Elegant to all the, in fact, basically all the big players in the field. Of course, you say EcoBank is a big player, so you deal with big players, right? So you have them together, you get them there, EcoBank will help you finance that nicely.
Yes.
Now, let's talk people who have already, after acquiring or constructing a dream house, how can EcoBank assist one to transform it into a home? That conversation we're having as part of the theme. I've got in my house. It's in existence. We see the building, but how do we convert it to a home with the help of EcoBank?
Yes, sir. So in this regard, what EcoBank has done is that we've partnered with, yet again, very key names, big players in this space. So we are talking of names like Melcom, where you are getting your furniture. We have Yak Deco. Yak Deco is an indigenous company doing very wonderful work in the space of furnishing, home furnishing. We have Electroland for your appliances. And we even have more coming on board when it comes to your solar, Oka Deco, all the big players.
I see.
And what happens is that you actually are able to pick an item from all of these names, and we spread it, even in some cases, interest-free for you up to 18 months.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, so now the house, when you entered the house, you get your furniture, you get your TV, your kitchen cabinets, everything that you need in the home to make it comfortable for you.
It's not now that you are waiting for your next salary to be able to buy first TV. Then the next 2 months you are looking at the cost of an air conditioner. Then something will happen. They have to buy another one. They are buying the gadgets. It take you like 5 years. Now you are buying gadgets.
You know the painful thing. By the time you are done, prices would have doubled.
Yes, that's even worse. And the gadget you wanted to buy, and now new ones have come in. So you are looking for a new one to buy that. No, that's an interesting one.
Yes. So you get to buy everything now.
Now.
Yeah.
You pay for it and you get it now and then you pay later. That's what we call buy now, pay later.
That is a perfect strategy to get, especially people who are setting up their homes and making sure that they can also survive and enjoy life more.
Exactly.
Now, how do I get access to the funds if I'm interested in any of these? Now, we've moved from the things you're telling us, the reality part now. How do I make sure that I get it into my hands?
Okay. Then again, very simple, as I explained earlier. So you just go to any of these partner shops, you pick a pro forma invoice, you contact your branch or your relationship manager or even the closest EcoBank branch. You just go there. Within just a matter of days, we'll pay for the items and then you can have it delivered to you or you pick them up yourself.
Oh, really?
As simple as that.
It's simpler than that.
Yes.
It will be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even the possibility that you will deal with it and I don't have to go through the process, you bring it to me.
Yeah. Exactly. So we just notify the vendor that we've paid for your Raymond's items.
Yes.
Maybe either it's delivered or Raymond will pick it up. When Raymond comes, just deliver
let me take my thing and put in my car and go away with it. So I'm sure that I'm picking the right thing.
That's right.
So everything is intact.
Yes.
It's a fairly simple process. There are no hidden elements.
No.
There are no, devil in detail.
No.
You sure?
As simple as it is.
Okay. So you're hearing Winston tell us that is the simplest of the things that can happen. But are there any special offers for those interested in applying for a mortgage during this Habitat Fair period? I mean, I'm not saying that I'm ending the conversation with you, but I want us to expand it to the other areas. This one I've already put in my pocket as the biggest news I can hear today. Your own. Yes.
Yeah. So there's good news. We do know that one of the difficulties in people accessing mortgage finance is the interest rates beyond the prices of the houses. So this year, between now till the end of the fair, EcoBank is offering a very competitive rate of 25%.
Okay.
For all mortgage applications. We do, as I indicated, that do believe that this will afford many more people to opportunity to be able to purchase, access a mortgage facility, and then purchase a house outright. So that's the good news. On top of what just Winston said about helping families or individuals to convert their house into a home.
Repeat the rate so that people will know that this is
a competitive rate of 25%.
Yes.
We all do know where the reference rate
is currently.
Is. So this is a very, in our view, very competitive, and we believe that it should go a long way to help families, individuals to be able to access a mortgage and get their dream of home ownership.
So if I want to take advantage of that, I should just run to your office.
Just run to us. Engage your relationship manager. Maybe the nearest branch around you.
Rain or shine. You have to make sure that you go in there and get your house today, because from the look of it, the way people are discussing cement and things, if you don't take care
right now,
if you don't do it now, yeah, you will not even get a house to make it a home if you don't do it now. That will be problematic.
The best time is now.
Yes. So final words from you, Winston.
Okay, so final words. Let's all meet from Friday to Sunday.
Yes.
In Tema. So for all our customers, for all prospective customers, anybody interested, just come over to Tema. Let's have that conversation where you are looking at getting your house or getting your furnishings and then fittings to make it a home. So let's all meet at Tema this weekend.
I'm looking at things that I would need right now. I'm perceiving which way I would like to make them fit them nicely and where I want to put them already because certainly I should be coming there too. Yes. And well, your words too, Gelderly.
Yeah, just to say, as we just said, we have inflation. Prices of materials are going up. So the best time to take a decision on home ownership is now, and come and take advantage of our offer of 25% for a mortgage loan now.
Gentlemen, I'm grateful to you for our time today. I've been speaking to Godwin Yankee. He's head personal banking, consumer banking at EcoBank Ghana. Weston Wobel is head advantage banking, also consumer banking at EcoBank Ghana. And they say a word to the wise is enough or is it enough? No, it's enough. Yes. I wanted to clarify that. So certainly, you can go straight to the branches or straight tomorrow, 12th, through to the 14th is the best time to participate in this mini fair and go to the EcoBank stand and get your details taken for the all-important ability to convert your house into a home. Gentlemen, many thanks to you once again, and we'll be back after these messages.
Live here. It's my house and I live here. There's a welcome mat at the door, and if you come on in, you're gonna get much more. There's my chair, I put it there. Everything you see is with love and care. It's my house and I live here. I want to tell you.
Ghana Abakosama, President Kufuor to call retirement. But to be sacked, who said a free side Ghana from 1957. Ebekane, the new president be our Ghana Chen and Ado Dankwa Kufuor. Messi a free 1957. Bekane, Mofamo Kwame Nkrumah, Mofamo Obia, the Wabadi Mampania, what Ghana who buy, and the Ghana colony, Chen and Ado Dankwa Kufuor. Make Ghana say, they're the Jawa. Near the swamp, the Dijano, no, of first why ye mania kono. It's in Nigeria. Yamba de see 2008 the BCBO. Chama would be kind of make us so. The Abaya fair, the Abaya de Monyam, Sanana Dubako, Adako, run over. Not 7 January. What's so on one in your Katoba of your son? Many nearby, and not my dad to
Politicians, Yaman yourself, no, I am fear 9. Na Nana Dankwa Kufuor mọta n'akyi ama deɛ obetumi ayɛ bi a wayɛ wɔ Ghana ha mpo ɛkɔkan a sɛ yɛagyema no asi bɔne mesɛ ɛfiri sɛ yɛtetee Ghana 1957 baeɛ from Kwame Nkrumah ɛbɛka nnɛ aban bia ni a wayɛ adwuma kyɛn Nana Dankwa Kufuor na agya amanyɔsɛm ayɛyɛ no Nana woka no kora yɛsɛ w'ani nso adeɛ wotwa ntoro a ne abusi ama wo mo ba ne me mo nana ne me mo amfa ntoro ɛne ehu ne hyɛ me mu ti ɛnora no bi me kyerɛ kɔmɔseman ɛna meka kyerɛ fifi bɛyɛ nansa no ne sɛ yɛwie a sɛ memba me nana hɔ na mede me ho bɛkyerɛ me nana na ntitibu no ɛmmoa yɛn deɛ mefi ɛne deɛ nana fɛ ɛyɛ adekorɔ me nana turo dododododododododo na ɛno no wasaman o adanseman o sɛkyerɛ o ɛnyɛ ayɛ adekorɔ yɛnyɛ kasa mo kai me ntuatua mu aso na mate me nana paa na ɔnyɛ nkyɛn nti na meba ha meba sɛ mbɛkyia o na mpaebɔ a wabɔ de ata akyi abɔ de ata akyi ne deɛ ɔdeɛ na aba eti mpaebɔ na abɔ na ɔtwe bi aba akɔ na ɔne mpɛ nso obi nim a obi kyerɛ ti mɛ ndi kan ama ha amfa me ho amɛkyerɛw sɛ ade a nananom ayɛ ne nsa a magu wɔ dɛm
theology and ministry, psychology, nursing, information technology, information security, and business information technology. Professional programs like ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ABE. We also offer short courses on media and IT. What makes Heritage stand out is our experience and scholar practitioner faculty, entrepreneurial training with financial support, ultramodern facilities, and hostels. Qualifications for entry is WASI or SSC or GBCE, HND or Diploma Top-Up. Mature 25 years and above. Heritage is located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Contact us on 054-777-7731 or 020-229-8399 or www.hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers. You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
East, west, north, south, Obiama to
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Accra to Haga.
Let's go. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers. The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Please, do you still refill cylinders here?
Oh yes, and there are a lot of benefits when you refill gas cylinders here. Not only do we get to run safety checks on your cylinder before refill, but you get to buy any amount of gas per your pocket. And you even get to see for yourself how much is really being put into the cylinder, so you're not cheated.
Master, this one there, Philly Gadochi. I know say you no invite me, but I go talk some. If you know be these LPG stations, like how we taxi drivers go fill our tanks.
But do these LPG stations have permit to still operate?
Of course, LPG stations are safer now than ever. We've always been licensed and fully regulated by National Petroleum Authority with total support from Ghana Fire Service, Ghana Standards Authority, Factory Inspectorate, as well as the EPA. So don't worry, crowd.
Oh, I hear say these LPG stations it be for indigenous Ghanaians. It be true?
Of course. LPG refilling is the only industry in Ghana that is now 100% owned by Ghanaians. By refilling your cylinders at the gas station, you are promoting indigenous businesses.
The money, it go stay here, no.
Oh yes. Protect local businesses by refilling your gas cylinders at LPG stations nationwide.
We know we shall win, and we know we'll survive, yeah. Shall wash away all tears.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Massa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Champions again.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV, your home of entertainment. Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning we're joined by Andrew Aka, who's president of the Advertising Associations of Ghana. Good morning, Andrew. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston.
I hope you're doing very well.
I'm well. It's always great to be back to the studio.
Good to have you joining us this morning. We're going to be talking about the advertising bill and why it's very, very important. Because for many of us, we're concerned. We're concerned that, sometimes, and I was telling Raymond the story about on how the Media Foundation for West Africa got certain media houses advertising a mixture that was not approved. It was only a mixture of some drinks. They took it to them and were advertising it. Imagine if this was on a shelf and someone went buying it. Nobody's tested it. All we did was to purchase. Anyway, we're going to be, engaging you on the advertising bill, and why it's important to have it passed. But first, did you know that all 41 LPG companies and the 800 stations across the country are 100% built and operated by indigenous Ghanaians? So when you refill your cylinder, you're actually supporting the growth of indigenous businesses and creating more jobs. But that's not the only reason why you should fill your cylinders, because their LPG distribution system offers unbeatable value, allowing you to buy any amount of the product and in whichever quantities you need, making it incredibly pocket-friendly. Raymond, people buy in tots.
Yes.
All the time.
Yeah. Which because of the economic condition.
Oh, yeah.
Because you are being forced to cough out about 230 or 240 Ghana cedi just to fill my 40.5 kg.
Yeah.
So if I can't pay for the 245 or 230 Ghana cedi, I should be able to buy 20, 40, 50. I mean, for every week, so that I'm managing the thing small. When I get the next salary, then I'll add to it. It is Accra life you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a joke. It's about managing things.
Today, people are getting used to the purchasing of charcoal.
Yeah, it's creeping back in when we thought we were making a lot of progress.
And all they tell you is that, the charcoal, you put it on. And some have actually come with a new theory. That would be you could need near gas. The theory now,
in fairness, will not be true, because
not true,
you know that the reality is food for cooking. That doesn't affect the food.
People have a new theory, because if you cannot buy, you must convince yourself you are doing the right thing. So in convincing yourself you're doing the right thing,
justification you give yourself.
The justification is that this one is okay. Now you can actually reduce, but you forget that you can also reduce the gas. But so didn't you go so and then you reduce it. People have all manner of theories just to support.
We know that it's not good for your health. First and foremost, it's also not good for the environment. It's the reason why LPG is the safer alternative. Unfortunately, what I expect the NPA to spend their quality time on is helping drive down prices.
Exactly. And the other point here is that if you're worried about being cheated, you can watch Philly as your cylinder gets filled. Plus, there are weighing scales at every station, so you can double check the weight of the quantity filled. That's trust, transparency, and accountability guaranteed. Switch to LPG for your car, especially if you drive a taxi. It's more environmentally friendly, helping protect our precious ecosystem. Go green with LPG and make a difference. Remember, when the last tree dies, the last man dies. So refill your cylinder at your nearest gas station and help save our forest and environment. Let's protect Ghana for this generation and the next. LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana, your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy, and eco-friendly choice.
Now, are you tired of paying exorbitant electricity bills? If so, consider investing in a top-tier solar solution from Ghana's leading solar company, Translight Solar Limited, a highly competitive price system that you surely love. With Translight Solar Systems, you can reduce your electricity costs and escape doomsday permanently. Yeah, I had doomsday last night. Solar power is no longer just a backup for ECG. We know that, right? But a viable everyday energy source, which is sensible, because you cannot have the difficulty I went through last night. Install a system from Translight Solar and enjoy uninterrupted power supply. Visit us at 98 Boundary Road, East Legon, between ARS and the American House. You can also visit our website at translightsolar.com or call us 0504 249 229 or 0206 542
454 for early bird deals. Everywhere there is sunlight, there is Translight. Sunlight and Translight.
Great, but speccing that old car or a home makeover or a relaxing beach getaway, I like the idea of a beach getaway.
Relaxing one.
A relaxing one.
Yes. If they put all the light in your home, you can go and enjoy the beach elsewhere.
Well, use your APSA card 10 times or more in a month, and you could be a lucky winner in the APSA Change Your Story promotion and extra entries by using our digital channels 5 times or more. From now till the end of October, 5 lucky winners will take away 40,000 Ghana cedis each every month to change their stories. For more information, visit an APSA branch today. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Your story matters. APSA. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority wishes to remind all withholding tax agents, including VAT withholding agents appointed by the Commissioner General, that withholding taxes must be paid to the Domestic Tax Revenue Division of the GRA by the 15th of every month. Withholding taxes of June for the month June 2024 will therefore be due by the 15th of July. That's Monday, right? Yes. Withholding taxes, including withholding tax of VAT deducted from suppliers operating the VAT standard rate employment, payment for the supply or use of goods, payment for the supply or any works, payment for the supply of services, and all other withheld taxes for June 2024 are due by Monday, 15th of July 2024. They may also submit hard and soft copies of schedules indicating gross amount, the tax deducted, the names of taxpayers, and the 10 Ghana card pin from whom the taxes were withheld. Taxpayers are also to note that in line with the GRA's cashless policy, both check and cash payments should be made at any of the 23 designated banks, the Ghana.gov platform, or via USSD code *222#. We also encourage taxpayers to file their returns online via taxpayersportal.com. Please note that failure to pay tax by due date attracts an interest of 125% of the statutory rate compounded monthly on the outstanding tax. Please also note that the third-party checks require 2 days to clear. The GRA can be reached by email via info@gra.gov.gh, by WhatsApp on 0552 990 9000, and also this other WhatsApp number 020 00 631 664, or call toll free 0800 900 110. This is from the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority.
Everybody get on down. Come and join our happy club. Yeah, and Ronnie Club. So join the club and join your club.
Ash, black cola, and drink one.
Manka, aduan pa de no ne chance pam. Wo de dormant chance no aduane a. Next year, na kwantini be kase. Wala wala.
Domot e chance ya papa kuse. Otija.
Sun is burning, you are yearning for something cool just for you to enjoy.
Oron sana semina, nasifna sana ye. Oronsa, fasemina ya. Oronsa, fasemina kan. Oronsa, fasemina ye.
Medofo pa. If you be brave, I'm sure we. One name is your mother. We are near my bebre, mammy. woyɛ ɔboafo pa na wonim ade titiri a mepɛ wɔ wo ho wohwam no ɛyi nti na mama sɛ woyɛ soronko yi o
na so maame ɔmpɛ masɛm o
oh miki sop yi ho adanse na meredi yi o wode sɛ wo biribi ada neɛde o
Ochiman magic chalk. And a shilling you and a car who bring fitano. Nakai who said you need magic chalk, the powder baby magic chalk wankasa, any twinkle moawano. And yes, I take chalk one and one, Debida, she shall magic chalk, and then you cool moawa, Sengunyano.
Well, so DJ Obete got us to listen to all these old adverts, one from the past, and Aaron was struggling to remember all these things. It's not his fault. He wasn't born at
He
the
didn't
time.
know what magic chalk was.
No, magic chalk.
It's not his fault.
I'm sure he said of Akobam. The last time I was in the BA areas, a vehicle was passing by and doing that. Akobam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was surprised. Akobam.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that there was still something there.
I don't know if I was shocked also. I didn't know that Akobam was, still in this country. But anyway, Andrew Aka is here. He's president of the Advertising Associations of Ghana. Andrew, so you had, one from the past, some from the past. I'm sure it brought back some great memories, didn't it?
Yes, it always does. And again, as I told you, it shows how important, the advertising industry is, because our job is to actually seed whatever information the brands want to communicate, so that their customers can take an action, whether it's an action of buying or an action of doing anything else that the brand wants you to do. So it's quite an important industry. And if you cast your mind back, you know that this brand was actually telling me to do something. And so our industry is quite important, and that's why I'm happy to be here, so that we can have a full conversation on how we can enhance on the job that has been done in the past.
Exactly. And before we get to the conversations about how we can enhance it, I just want your take on something, because we're having, this conversation of Raymond and I were talking about, the adverts from the past. Of course, it must be stated that in those days you had only one television station. And so you could sing all the adverts. I mean, everything made sense to you. Today we have lots of them. But there's still those who say if you compare the past to the present, it looks like a lot has changed. Not for the better, but for the worse.
The creativity has gone down.
The creativity has gone down.
I would disagree with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to be honest. I mean, if you look at at that time you only had GBC, and then later when there was that liberalization, of the media space, you had a lot more television stations and radio stations. So instead of just placing your advert at one station, now you had multiple stations. At that time, you also didn't have a lot of brands. They were quite limited. So you would remember all of that. In this age that people don't listen to radio as much as they do, or watch television as much as they do, you see that there's a gradual shift of focus and attention on mobile and mobile advertising, and with the social media coming into force, your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, you see that people spend a lot of time on the screens. But if you, for those of us in the industry, if you look at the quality of work, I mean, the data that supports some of the creative work that is being done, if you look at the creativity itself, from the copywriting to actually the film aspect of it, the production, the quality of that, the use of technology nowadays, I would say that we are far advanced. But I would also say that while some brands who take bold action to get professionals to actually craft their ad copies, there are those who still stick in the past and who just get anyone just to write stuff and put an iPhone on and they just do a video and they claim it is an ad, but there's a science to how to create an advertising, and it's deeply rooted in marketing communications, but it's also deeply rooted in psychology of people. Why do consumers behave that way? So you need to understand that psychology. You need to appreciate, from the creative side, sounds they'll make you act differently. Colors make you act differently. Motion make you act differently. So you need to go through all these layers of understanding and studying to be able to come together and craft something that would appeal to consumers, because at the end of the day, that's what you want to do. You want the advert to appeal to your customers or your consumers to take an action, whether they're buying your product or whether they're going to click on a link to go to your website to read additional information, or for you to participate in a competition or whatever it is.
Great. Well, maybe because at the time, for many of us, we got attached to these adverts, and so the emotions, when you hear them again, you compare them and say, Francis Dazi agrees with us that the adverts from the past are the best. But anyway, let's move on. But you've talked about all the science and everything. Let's look at the industry today. Are you concerned how it's going? Because you've talked about today people just getting up, shooting adverts, and then they put it on. Are you concerned about how adverts are produced currently?
It's a mixed feeling, right? It's great that you get a lot more professionals joining our industry and doing some amazing stuff. But it's also quite concerning that brands actually use non-professionals to make claims and to use uncensored language and other concerning stuff in the way they communicate through advertising, and for me it's something of a worry. And if you look critically, the reason is that we do not have a regulation that actually that pushes practitioners of our craft to actually go by those rules. If you look at Nigeria, the Affairs Advertising Bill was passed in 1988. And if you look at where the Advertising Council is now, it's incredible. Right now in Nigeria, you cannot shoot an advert with any foreigner. You have to be Nigerian.
Yes.
So they do not accept foreign adverts in their country. What does this do? This means that the local companies who are in Nigeria, who are investing in people, who are investing in the economy, can actually make more money. Production houses are going to grow because they're going to shoot new advertising, and all of that. So if you look at all of this, it's quite concerning that we do not have a regulation. And so everyone does what they do. It's quite worrying that, again, with digital televisions coming on board, if you pay attention, I've taken time to watch some of them. It's quite despicable because you have charlatans actually coercing or persuading viewers to actually pay money for them to get something which is not tangible. Whether it's spiritual, I'm going to help you spiritually, or whether I'm going to talk to you about your family tree and why you need to avoid X, Y, Z. It's quite disheartening that a country as we live in, as we all love, we get to a point where everyone decides what they want to do because there are not repercussions on their actions. So that aspect, I'm quite worried, and I'm also worried that we've tried to push this bill since 2012. It was in Parliament.
Before you continue, you talk about we've been trying to push this bill.
Yeah.
What's that bill you talk about, and what does it really seek to achieve? That is so important for this sector?
Yeah, so the Advertising Association of Ghana was actually set up because there was nothing in the system. Now, when you have nothing, something is good. So the practitioners in the industry came together and said, let's set up a body so that we can self-regulate us, all members. Now, self-regulation goes with code of conduct, which we set for ourselves. But if you're self-regulating and you do not have any law that backs you, you can only do so much, because those who are not members of the association can do whatever it is that you want to do, and you cannot bring them to book. So we've done this for a while. AG has been there for a while. We've done incredible stuff. We've self-regulated. One of the busiest places that you see a lot of collaboration will be the outdoor space. We've collaborated. We've worked with municipal, authorities and district authorities to be able to, kind of clean up the system. It's still tough, but we've gotten to a point where we realize that if we do not have this regulation, things are going to get worse. I'm sure if you drive on the streets, and you wouldn't notice, because now it's part of your wallpaper when you're driving, but the amount of billboards that are wrongly positioned, that are not by the standards that we all know that billboards should be. If you look at 37, it was one of the most beautiful places in Accra, that when you're driving from Joel and you get there, it's great to see that crossroads. Now you have billboards all around. You can even see some vehicles coming from the other side. These are all areas that we've worked with, with the authorities. There's still a lot of work to be done on there, but you clearly can see that where there's no law, people can do whatever it is that they want to do. And
I'm interested, before you continue, I'm interested in the billboards thing. You see a lot of billboards. What's wrong with how they are placed, and what's wrong with it?
So there's actually an LI that regulates billboards. So the AAG, together with urban roads, with highways, with standard boards, we came up with an LI. It's a comprehensive document that went through. It's actually been passed. It's an LI, so it's by law. This law actually rests in the bosom of the municipal and district assemblies, because they are the ones who issue permits for vendors to be able to mount. The same way they give you a permit to build your house, they give you a permit to mount the billboard. Now, there's science behind mounting billboards. It's not just you put something there. They are the ones supposed to regulate it. It's a problem. We've had several meetings, and the problem still persists. And we think that if the law was in there and they could do this, they would have done it. Some do try. I mean, there are those that we work very closely with who try and clean up the system. But there are a lot that it beats your imagination. What science and what reasons, or what process of decision making they went through to give a permit to someone. I mean, sometimes you drive and you see a billboard here. Usually, the law says that you need to give about 100 meters or 120 meters in between billboards. But I'm sure when you drive around, the maximum space you get will probably be 60 meters. The law says 120, so why 60 meters? Why are you giving permits for people to do the wrong thing when the law actually says that you need to
120 meters between
billboards? That's the minimum you should be leaving. And this is an LI. Is actually, I can give the document to you, and I presume that every municipal assembly and district assemblies should be having this. So why that law is not working, it's something that bothers us, and it bothers our members, because what has happened is that you have some unscrupulous people, or let me choose a lighter word, some unknown people who just mount billboards any way, anyhow, because they realize that the outdoor business is like a real estate, and so it's cheaper for me to buy pylons and pipes and just put them together and just hoist and advertise and make X amount every month. so they do not go through the rudiments of, the engineering. I mean, there's a whole engineering aspect on, what iron rods and what cement, what type of cement to cure. All of these things are there. They actually in the airline, one of the most comprehensive, airlines that I've seen, on regulating billboards, but it is not happening. And so again, it begs the question: what is going on? Why is it that you have a law that should govern how billboards are mounted? And why do we allow everyone else to be in there? So our members who actually self-regulate and they use the right principles are suffering because almost everyone, I'll give an example. So we do audits every now and then we took Spintex Road. I can tell you that 75% of the billboards on that road, we don't know who owns them. Because they are not owned by our members. And you ask the question, why do you have so many billboards? And we don't know them because they are not our members. And it's even worse on the Liberation Road. You have about 80% of the billboards on the Liberation Road that don't belong to our membership. So if the AG is supposed to be the body that attracts most adult, operators or vendors, as we say, then what is happening? Who are these? But every time you drive around, you see adverts on those billboards. So it is owned by someone, and someone is making money. Are the assemblies making that money back? We don't know. I mean, these are all areas that are of concern, to the association when it comes to billboards.
Great. So I mean, let's look at. You've talked about the bill. What does the bill seek to achieve?
So there's several aspects of the bill that we think will cure the industry. First off, if you look at the legal space, right, you need to get a license. Even though you go to law school, you need to have a license to practice. You need to have, if you're a doctor, you need to have, every professional institution needs that practice. Now, if you look at the advertising space, because it's a melting pot of a lot of creative minds and creative training, just having a certificate in marketing alone doesn't qualify you to practice advertising. So first, one aspect of the law is that it's actually going to license practitioners. So you can hold yourself up as a practitioner, which means that you cannot produce advertising, and the law would ensure that for any radio TV station that accept that advertising, that person would have to be a practitioner. What does this mean? This means that you would have gone through the right rudiments and the training and understanding of the craft, so that you would be deemed to be a qualified person to undertake, the advertising practice. That is one aspect. The other aspect is that we also work with quite a number of bodies. So FDA, as you stated, standard boards and all of that. FDA is now holding part of this law, which is great, because if that was not there, we wouldn't have even had this, approved by FDA thing. So that is regulating on that, but it's only on the food science aspect. There are a lot of products out there that are not under FDA that, under standard boards and in other spaces that we also need to work. So if you look at the formation of the bill, the council of the board will be made up of, a member from Ministry of Trade, a member from FDA, so we have all of these persons who will be sitting there to govern, the way advertising is being run. Again, it's set out certain models, and I just talked about the. So if you look at, it's a 60-page. I just go to certain aspect that there's an aspect that is called charlatanic advertisement. Yes. And let me read that for you.
Okay, please go ahead.
So that says that the publication in a journal, newspaper, or on the website, or the production of an electronic records, however described or linked, that is an advertisement or notice on fortune telling, palmistry, astrology, or the use of any subtle craft, means, or device by which it is sought to deceive or impose on a member of the public, or which is calculated or likely to deceive or impose on a member of the public is prohibited, right? I mean, this clearly speaks to what I was talking about. We can have fortune tellers sitting on television and asking people to send them Momo for them to receive some sort of stuff.
Money doubling competence.
Yes, and the offenses are all here. A person who makes a false declaration of the application of the, I mean, all of these things there. So it's a very comprehensive law that seeks to, to govern, the entire industry. Again, if you look at, I talked about training. Mm-hmm. If you look at our industry, it's a creative. It's part of the creative industry. I mean, we use musicians, we use film actors as models in our advertising, and all of that. So we want to bring all these several training and areas of craft within the industry to actually set up a proper advertising school, which by the law, we can turn it into an institution that will continue to train, because with the with greater economic growth, with the increase of population, the advertising is also going to grow, and so the law would also cure some of these gaps. I've had the opportunity to lecture at some universities, and if you look at the difference between the theory that they learn and the practice that we learn in the industry is quite vast. So here we try to break the gap by setting up that institution that formally trains anyone who's gifted and talented in the industry, whether it's in the creative space or in the media space, or events organization, PR, all these. We're going to set up an institution to train people, just like doctors have their medical school that trains doctors, and lawyers have their Makola school to train lawyers. We also need to do that. Now it's interesting to know. I mean, people keep asking. Advertising is a big deal. I mean, if I'm not kidding, we are talking about over $500 million of investment in this industry, and so we think that we need to bring this to light and let the public know that it's a big deal, and we need to bring some formal, professional umbrella, to govern all of us and what we do.
Okay. So how come the bill has not been passed all as well?
So I recall around 2012, 2013, we made our first round. I was on TV and radio stations, trying to push the bill. We're able to get audience, and so we managed to take it to Parliament. There was, that whole, public call to come and share your thoughts and ideas. We met with the select committee, and we went through it. There were changes made to the bill. It went to the floor of Parliament. It had the first reading, second reading, and unfortunately, because it was an election year in 2016, Parliament rose, and you know what that means. That means that you need to start the process all over again. So with the new government coming in play in 2017, we tried pushing it again, and it had to go through certain processes. The Attorney General actually, assented to the bill, and we kept lobbying, but we couldn't get it passed, where it had to, where it had to be, and then this year, late last year, the former Minister of Information, Kojo Ponkrumah, Honorable, and Honorable Katie Hammond, the current Minister of Trade, we actually appealed to them that this bill has been hanging for a long time, and we needed their support. They actually took a look at the bill, read through it. They thought it was comprehensive, and so they took it to Cabinet, got approval. When this last Parliament sat, it was one of the, it was at number 1 or number 2 item bills to be considered this year. Unfortunately, we haven't heard much, about the bill. So we are still lobbying.
So has it been laid?
As of now, no. We haven't heard anything like that. By the process, once it gets laid, we will be called, and stakeholders will be called to discuss the bill. I don't think it has been laid. If it's been laid, all the better. But we do not have that information, and we think, all stakeholders should be interested. I mean, if you look at the business and the business behind advertising, the government gets to gain a lot by setting up this regulation. There's a lot of money to be made that I do not think is ending up in government coffers, and I think that it would generally enhance this advertising space and bring a lot more players, because when brands see that you're organized, you're professional, when they're investing in your country, they take some of these things into consideration. So we're still pushing. Our fingers are still crossed. We know that this is an election year, so Parliament would be busy, but you would also have a lot more going out there because they need to go out there and campaign. But we are hoping that at least it can be laid. We still can get the traction. And
so which committee is supposed to work on it?
We do not know the committee yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it's laid by the Minister of Trade on the floor of Parliament, then we can know the committee. Then we can start discussing. Because we've gone through this before, we think it would not be
a big deal.
It wouldn't be a big deal because, like I said,
a lot of objections and all of that.
Those who reviewed the bill said this is so comprehensive. Maybe a few things that we may need to tweak, because 2012 there wasn't
updated.
There wasn't so much of digital advertising play. Now it's major, so we might need to tweak one or two or add a few things. But the foundation of that bill is so strong that we think it's something that stakeholders should come together. Ghana needs it.
We definitely will continue. We're having a conversation about advertising. You've talked about Ghana needing it. Our guest, Andrew Aka, who is president of the Advertising Associations of Ghana. Stay with us. When we return, we'll focus more on how Ghana needs it, and also find out whether you're able to control all the advertising associations in Ghana, and talk about the training that you're organizing. We'll be right back.
Everyone is running to Bills. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with acquiring any of our loan facilities. For whoever you are and whatever you're doing, Bills has a product for you. No susu, no deposits. All you need is your Ghana card. Call 0302-200-390 or 0596-928-33 today and live a bill-free life. Bills Microcredit is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma.
Eh?
The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Hey, Eradi, where are all these high bills coming from? Now, wait a minute here. In these times of high electricity tariffs, Build-Freeze solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-Freeze cool your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. The amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. Build-Freeze come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sale servicing for a year. Please call us for purchases on 053-1100-915, 053-1100-915. Build-Freeze, superior cooling with lower energy.
Let go of the overpriced land, home ownership, and furnishing deals. Get the best deals for all your housing needs at one place. Visit the EcoBank Joy News Mini Fair at the Tema Metropolitan Assembly premises from July 12 to 14, 2024. The fair is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily and admission is free. If you live around Tema, Spintex Road, Bong, Community 25, Dowenya, Pram Pram, Chopoli, and Dawa, among others, then don't miss this fair. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Citizen Habitat, Rent to Own, and sponsored by Elegant Homes, where quality meets value. Safety and home solutions. You think of a door, we have it. G&J Technical Services. G&J, the generator people. DPS Pipes, connecting you to life. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Superlock, you deserve the best. Everlock UPVC windows and doors, the right choice for your windows and doors. Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough, Less Fortune Limited, luxuriously perfect. DBS Roofing Industry, your roof experts. Virtual security, complete security solution. Build free solar hybrid air condition, cooling for the people. Your bed security doors, protecting lives and properties. And Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7.
Welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and this morning we're still here with Andrew Aka, who's president of the Advertising Associations of Ghana. We're talking about the advertising bill and why we need that, okay, and how that is going to change the whole landscape.
Yes.
Why is it delaying in Parliament when it's very important for this country, Ghana? Before we went for the break, I asked a question. You talked about how government stands to gain. I want us to dwell more on the gains that the country can have, but also whether you are able to control or regulate all the advertising associations in Ghana before we talk about the programs that you're organizing. But first, stay ready for unexpected funeral and accidental disability cost with Mebambo Life Insurance on MTN and Telecel by Hollard Life and Wosokra, because with as little as 10, 25 or 50 Ghana cedis a month, you can get up to 30,000 Ghana cedis for funeral and accidental disability cost. Just dial *269# to register on MTN or Telecel with your Ghana card number, and automatic monthly deductions will be made from your mobile money wallet. Add as many as 7 biological dependents to cover your spouse, children, parents, grandparents and in-laws. No stress at all with a quick claims process. Get more Asumje with Hollard Life Mebambo and live your best life. It's insurance made for you. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, the new order of retirement is here. Now you can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income for the rest of the year. Yes. Simply invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and start receiving monthly income to enjoy the perfect retirement you deserve. It's that easy. The best part is that you get to enjoy salary increase 16%. That's what happened in 2023-2024 as well. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh or simply dial *789*01# to request a call. Or brapa Old Mutual do great things every day.
You know, one of the most important, one of the most heartbreaking things that could happen to you, Raymond, is finding out that the paper you used to wrap your hot spicy kelewele is the CV you submitted for a job the previous day.
I'll sue them.
Well, don't wait till that happens to you. ALX, Africa's leading tech training provider, has a range of tech courses to help us get the X factor and get ahead in the competitive world of work. Whether you're a full-time employee, a housewife who's looking forward to rejoining the workforce, or a fresh out of high school graduate, there's a place for you at ALX. You can take any of their 6 to 12-month tech course in AWS Cloud Computing, Salesforce Administration, Data Analytics, Data Science, Front-End Web Development, and Back-End Web Development. The choice is yours. Just search ALX Ghana online to help. Your future self will thank you. Apply today. ALX, do hard things.
Now you're looking for some good discounts on sanitary ware and towels, then rush to Kimo home for the crazy summer sale with discounts of up to 50% on over 200 products. Their promo ends on July 31, 2024. Visit their showrooms or speak text, and all that you need to do is, this one is near the Manet Junction, right? Call them on this number right now, 0244 334947, 0244 334947.
Great. So we still have Andrew Aka here, who is president of the Advertising Associations of Ghana, and we're having a conversation about advertising and how the advertising bill, which establishes the Advertising Council, will change all of this. So Andrew, we're talking about the benefits that Ghana stands to gain. Tell us more about that.
So, first off, anywhere there's chaos, the money doesn't go to the right places, right? So the government is not we sincerely do know that the government is not making the money that it should, because if you do not regulate, if you don't know who owns what, how do they pay the right amount, that should go straight to the government. With this bill, you're very certain, and there's enough technology and platforms to know where every billboard is, and so with the right pricing, you know that the money is going straight into the government coffers. So that's number one. Number two, there are other ways of also making money through the council, because with proper regulation, most all advertisement would have to be vetted, and we'll have to go through, the process. I mean, if you look at the number of advertisement that you play here every single day, to put a fee on that, FDA does that for food and drug related products. But can you imagine all the 1,000 other brands that don't go through FDA, but that you need to provide your advertising copy for it to be vetted. There's also money, to be made there. If we set up the institution, and we make it attractive, it's going to get a lot more people to sign up and come to that institution for proper training, professional training. That is also money in the bank. So there's so many things that would happen. But at the end of the day, if you look at, urban planning and the cityscape, this is in relation to billboards. It would make our cities look better and cleaner, and properly managed. And this reminds me of Lagos. A few years ago, I'm sure between 5 and 10 years ago, if we were to land in Lagos, it was just like Accra, billboards everywhere, unregulated. The governor decided that I'm going to pull everything down and I'm going to issue new licenses, but now you're going to go through the regulation. I can tell you that Lagos is one of the best places on the continent with regulation on billboards, and it is fantastic, meaning that you don't need to. I'm sure you didn't notice this, but driving from your house to this place, you probably saw not less than 200 billboards. I can assure you that. But why? How many of them can you recall? Mm-hmm. But if there were just 20 and the pricing was right, you would recall, some of those advertisements. So for us, regulating it is not just making money, for the state or for the council, but also beautify our cities, right? If Accra is supposed to be the cleanest city, one of the first things that you would see is how billboards are properly, mounted. It should be part of the city planning, of our country. Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi. It started in Accra. Kumasi is worse. Takoradi, where I grew up in. I go and I see the billboards, and I'm quite worried. So it would help in a lot of ways, and that is why we want to push for this to happen. And Winston, it also helps you. Sometimes it's very difficult for you not to access an advertisement because there's money to be made. There's salaries to be paid at the end of the month. So you are partners in the media. Sometimes you are forced to accept, and I know you take it with one hand, and because you're making money, you don't pay attention to some of these. It would also help you, to sanitize, those who are not using the proper code and ethics of producing this advertisement, and also keep your station cleaner, as it were, of those of those charlatans or those who are falsifying claims. I know Joy FM, you don't do that, but there are a lot of stations who do that, who claim everything. I mean, sometimes we joke about it, but to have one medicine that cures 15 different ailments doesn't make sense. I mean, it's stated in the bill. You need to be very specific what this is for. It can't be used for jaundice and cocoa at the same time, and for headache and malaria. It's not possible. Scientifically, you must be very specific with what the claim, is about. So the benefits are enormous, and we think it would help. Now, if you look at the industry, those of us in the industry from the agency point of view, we are serving as a conduit between the brands and the consumers, and we partner with you. So we are the ones in the middle, and between that three-way, the agency, the media, or those who disseminate that information, and the client, we also need to regulate ourselves. Why do I say this? Agency will go and pitch for businesses, and because we all want the business, sometimes the clients set conditions that doesn't help, right? Number one, there are countries that in Nigeria, when you do local pitches, you need to pay a pitch fee because it takes time, energy, resources to put that response back, right? Now, if you're getting 5 agencies, we all putting our resources, and the client decides that I'm not going to take any one of them, but your ideas are there. The ideas is what gets you, those clients and those sales. We come, we craft ideas, we pitch for your business. You don't pay us for the pitch, yet you take our ideas and you take it to someone else to implement because there's no law that regulates that. Our ideas is what we're selling. Intellectual property. But you have nowhere to, you can't even take it to court and say, oh, I pitched on this, this is my idea. But this law would help to keep the agencies, comforted that you will be paid, something when you pitch. Again, there are certain conditions that's like killing us, right? So imagine a client says, I'll pay you 180 days, 120 days. Because you want the business, you go for it. But what does that happen to your cash flow? By the time you are done with an advertisement in January, you're actually going to be paid in September, October. Meanwhile, their salaries to be paid every single month. So these conditions are set. That doesn't, help us. Now, I also want to talk for the brands because agencies also don't do well by the brands or those companies that we advertise for. Payment. So, the client will pay you for a job done and you don't pay the vendors, right? So the regulation will make sure that the tripartite relationship between agencies and media and the client is actually regulated. You cannot not pay the vendors that you use to advertise your client's product if you have indeed been paid. The regulation will say that because it can be fined, it can be penalized. The same way as a client, you also can impose conditions that will make it very difficult for the agencies to perform. Again, the bill will also help to setting relationship with government, other government bodies. As I heard you read the GRA conversation, we think that the taxes that are currently in place is actually hurting our business and killing our business. The 6%, non-claimable tax within the VAT, it's hurting our business so bad. We feel there's an element of double taxation in there. So we are actually sending a petition to the GR to say, look, our industry, it's a service industry. So anytime you pass a law that is not supposed to target, you're targeting production and all of that, you forget the service industry. We are actually the ones that bridge the gap. And the taxes are not they do not mean well for our industry, and so we're sending a petition to GR to say, look, this is the breakdown of how this law is affecting our business. Is there anything you can do about it? With the council, I think that there'll be a stronger collaboration because you have 2 legal bodies and they can interact a lot more to see how some of these laws wouldn't have repercussions negatively on the operations of agencies. So there's a lot to
why GRA though? Because they are not the originators of the law, and except you won't say that it's an implementation issue, because it's Parliament and the Ministry of Finance that would necessarily originate some of these taxes.
Yes. Yes, I do understand that it's GRA is meant to implement it, and Parliament is setting the law. But sometimes within the GRA laws, it's the implementation is different from what the law is supposed to, to imply, and so they have their own notes on those,
notes,
the practice notes. So those are the things that, of course, we'll get a lot more interaction with, with Parliament and how these bills. But what it means is that the council will now have a better voice,
to
engage and be a lot more influential in ensuring that it is protecting this industry and making sure that we enhance it rather than, retrogressing and shrinking.
So do you have control over the advertising professionals in Ghana, the association?
So those who are members of AG, yes, we do. So we have a council of which I chair, and that we have an executive director, Ikujo, who's doing a fantastic job, and so we meet every month to discuss these things. We know what is going on in the industry. The amazing collaboration between the association and some of the metropolitan authorities, LECMA, LADMA. We have constant interaction. They are the ones that we feel very closely related to, that listen, and help us in regulating the industry as it were at the moment. And our membership is strong. You have the best agencies in this country, all on within the association. We are advocating for a lot more participation, so that we get additional finer brains coming to join for us to to build the industry. And their concerns are our concerns, and we try and resolve them. But again, it is an association. It's a free will to join or not to join, even though we coerce, everyone in the industry to join us, because with that we can have a stronger voice. But the bigger task is to actually translate this into law and have a council properly set up, with the registrar and and with the CEO and with a proper board which is quite diverse, to make sure that we can change the face of the industry in the country.
Great. So before you go, let's just talk about your professional development for advertisers.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that.
Okay. So this is one of the. So we've been doing this for quite a while, and just early this year we had our first training for the year. It was great. We had about almost 90 participants. Now, if you look at the industry, we are not setting this up just for the agencies. We're also setting up for businesses that do have their own internal marketing, personnels and PR personnels and creative personnel, to say, come and let us give you our experience. So it's a mixture of theory, but more of the practice of what we do, because we are practitioners. And so we train them on what we do, and we're organizing a new one pretty soon. And I'm happy to say that you have some heavy hitters on there. I'll actually be there myself. I'll be talking on navigating the leadership ladder in the marketing communication space. So here we're tracking how to grow, how to move from, say, a copywriter to become a CEO, or how to move from a media planner or a media buyer and climb that ladder. So there are certain leadership tenets you need to learn. How to navigate politics, within the space, because just like any other space, you have politics. Growth comes with all of these things. So I'll be talking on that. Then my own professor and a friend of the industry, Professor Bob Hinson, who taught me marketing at Legon during my MBA. He'll be talking on the art of client service. And if you know Professor Hinson, he's actually, I would say the father of client servicing in Ghana. He has a wealth of knowledge in there. So apart from, he'll be talking on, the foundation of client servicing and how to position yourself from a leadership point of view to be able to service your client, how to build, how to manage expectations of clients, proven methods of handling difficult clients and all of that. Then we have a young lady, Beryl Ajekum Ayaba, a good friend of mine, who is the CEO of Eco House. He'll be talking on the playbook of making your events or activations an experience. And there's a lot to be done, from conceptualization to developing exciting contemporary programs for different events, how to select the event site, your venue, and all of that. She'll be talking on that. So it's a three-day event that will be held at Legon. And so we are urging all industry players to please register, and also for businesses who have a certain relation to all these three areas that we talk about, to get your people out there. We held at the University of Ghana.
3 days. When is it starting?
It's starting on the 20. Give me a minute. It's starting on 20.
Yeah, just check it for us so that we know.
Yes, let me just check that for you. But Wednesday, it would be great to have you there.
Yes, I'll be passing through. But I'll be part of the whole process. So just let us know the date, and then we'll know the 3-day event, and we'll know how much we have to pay for that.
So it is happening day one. It's happening on the 24th. So day one, you have Beryl take that day. I'll take day 2, which is on the 25th of July. And then Professor Bob Hinson closes that training on the 27th of July. So member agencies will pay 1,500. Then age individual members 1,000 and 2,000 for non-members. But I can assure you that it's the feedback we had at the beginning. Our first cohort was fantastic. People loved it because rarely do you get professionals in the industry spend time and explain certain difficulties and show how to navigate through the industry. So I'll urge all persons interested to please come and let your team be shaped by these lectures and these training programs.
Right, Andrew Aka, thank you so much for joining us. Andrew Aka is president of the Advertising Associations of Ghana, joining us here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Welcome and now for a daily *712# and found no regrets. A Sankoma investors are a striking gold. A Sankoma health workers are a diagnosing luck with precision. A Sankoma that tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. Say a Sankoma passionate fan on also entering containing a joy. After to the seamstresser or turning a hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, a Sankoma, if you say your next big win is right here.
Dial *712# and join the luckiest winning celebration. From the 1st of July 2024, dial *712# to keep buying tickets as a group, individual, or even as a community. Win loads of cash and prizes in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with *712#. Join the winning streak now.
The luckiest
*712#.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
At the peak of her career, she slapped with the worst nightmare of her life. Faced with her biggest decision ever, a strange anonymous caller into a radio show hurls events into an unimaginable turn. This July, Kobna Says in the Pants of a Woman is coming back. By popular request, Scribe Productions in partnership with Joy FM presents Ghana's first ever original musical on rape. In the Pants of a Woman shows on Saturday 20th July 2024 at the National Theatre. First show 3 p.m, second show 7 p.m. Rate is 150 Ghana cedis single, 250 Ghana cedis double, and 650 Ghana cedis for buddies of 5. Dial star 844 star 300 hash to grab your tickets now. Contact 054 609 8082. Sponsors: Foodstuff Home, Curves and Brushes, Timex Printec, and Sweet Melodies FM.
So do you like the play?
I loved it.
Out of 1 to 10.
Oh, 10.
Get your tickets now. In the pants of a woman.
Dive into a new era of news consumption with myjoyonline.com, your go-to destination for cutting-edge journalism, giving you the most credible stories from business to politics and from sports to entertainment. Myjoyonline.com introduces an upgraded news website meticulously designed to empower you with an enriched browsing experience like never before. Experience the future of news browsing with myjoyonline.com.
Hello?
Kwame, Charlie Woy, game no best start you. Obiawa, Sala heading number. Alan de Sukra, drinks no. Saka de, or Chile one corner. The show Simenu, Vibe in Kwa, na Vinny Junior de, Sesia no bow. Masa, Yen Bra.
All your best football friends are waiting for you to join them for a thrilling football season on GoTV. Get GoTV Max now to enjoy La Liga, Serie A, Europa League, and more for only 140 Ghana cedis per month. Reconnect today, dial star 759 hash, and get all the action. GoTV, love it.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy.
don't know why we are interrupting this song.
But if you want
I don't even understand why we are interrupting this song.
Because accessing super reliable healthcare should be the topmost priority for you and your family. And that's why Multiplus, powered by MTN, is giving you just that today for a subscription fee of just 25 Ghana cedis paid on Momo. You can sign on to a health subscription plan that gets you access to unlimited in-store consultations with qualified healthcare professionals and over 160 covered medications and tests at participating pharmacies in the Ablekuma, Sakaman, Dansuman, Mamprobi, and Kaswa townships. And the favorite part is that there's a dedicated nurse at the Muti pharmacy who can teleconference the doctor when you need it, so you can access best consultation services. And to get this great product, all you have to do is to download the Ayoba app and sign up today with your Momo account. Just download the Ayoba app and sign up with your Momo account. Take charge of your health conveniently and affordably. Sign up for Multiplus, powered by MTN today.
Let go of the overpriced land. Let nobody deceive you by just adding hills to their place and overpricing the land. Home ownership and finishing deals should also not be overpriced anyway. Get the best deals for all your housing needs at one place. Visit the EcoBank John News Mini Fair at the Tema Metropolitan Assembly premises from tomorrow to Sunday. The fair is opened from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the admission is free. If you live around Tema, Sprinters Road, C Community 25, right?
Yeah.
Dowenya, Pram, Chokpoli, and Dawa, among others, then don't miss this fair. EcoBank Joint Use Habitat Fair. Get a house and make it a home. The EcoBank Joint Use Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, empowered by the Planned City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats, rent to own and sponsored by Elegant Homes, where quality meets value, safety and home solutions. You think of a door, we have it. G&J Technical Services. G&J is the generator people. DPS Pipes, connecting you to life. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Superlock, you deserve the best. Everlast UPVC windows and doors, the right choice for your windows and doors. Syntec Tank, a strong, a tough. Less Fortune Limited, lazuriously perfect. DBS Roofing Industry, your roof experts. Virtual security, complete security solution. Joben Security Doors, protecting lives and properties. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes. Wise Investments. EcoBank Joint Use Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home.
And Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience, which means you can now shop by simply logging to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. It is hassle-free, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. And they offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions have applied. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Now, the Multimedia Group are the official free-to-air radio broadcast rights owners of Euro 2024. We will make sure England wins. We will deliver the live commentary of selected games, including the final and the very important ones that you want to hear too, with our team of talented commentators and analysts on Joy FM, Love FM, Hits FM, Adum FM, Insure FM, and Asempa FM. Apart from live radio commentary, the Multimedia Group has also curated and been delivering custom Euro 2024 shows on radio, TV, and digital, as well as live viewing events. I'm sure you've attended one, all aimed at delivering unparalleled experience of the competition to our audience. The Multimedia Group's radio broadcast coverage of the Euro 2024 tournament is by courtesy Sporty TV and Sporty Bet. Watch selected matches of Euro 2024 live on Sporty TV channel 36 on your digital TV set. The Joy Sports coverage of Euro 2024 is sponsored by NASCO. Bring home happiness. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Well, Heritage Christian University College is set up to provide the missing link in tertiary education through creativity and innovation, and the university has since 2018 given a sum of over 450,000 as startup grants to a number of students to start their businesses, and there's a huge emphasis on entrepreneurship, technology, and practical learning with professional certification. They are affiliated to KNUST and UCC, accredited by GTech, located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Their undergraduate programs include BA Psychology, BA Accounting and Finance, BBA Logistics and Supply Chain, BBA Accounting with Computing, BSc Nursing, BSc Business Information Technology, BSc Information Information Security and Bachelor of Community Development and Theology, and many more. They also have master's programs, qualifications for the undergraduate programs, WASI, ABCE, GBCE, HND diploma holders, and mature students of 25 years or older. Call us now on 0547 777731 or 0202298399. Visit our website, hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian University College, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
Now, one of the best schools in Accra, way better than Accra, is Labone Senior High School. And Labone is actually celebrating 75 years of academic excellence and empowerment. Join us as we launch our 75th anniversary and the unveiling of the logo to kick the anniversary into complete gear. They are calling on all LOSA members across the globe. Come, let's connect. Truth. Come, let's connect, interact, and reminisce from the past. Network and build connections for the future as we put our alma mater beyond the skies. This is happening on the 1st of August 2024. The time is 4 p.m. It's at the National Theatre, and the theme is 75 years of academic excellence, celebrating our past and empowering our future through technology. La Bosco, walk bear, like bear. It's not the same thing, no? Yeah. All right. I got it right.
Anyway, let me say
but what we know for a fact is that
Professor Peter Korte.
Labone Senior High School is way better than Aka.
Let me say good morning to Professor Peter Korte. On that note, thank you very much. But before we go, let me also say, Raymond, that there will be a demonstration.
Yes.
Because, residents along Boom.
They are worried about the terrible road network.
Exactly. Boom. It's terrible. So,
yes.
Look, you can actually be in traffic for 2 to 3 hours.
Bah.
If you try it. Say you are going to Adan. You'd say you are going to Adan. Or even Pram. If you get to Pumbaria, you will be in traffic for 2.5 hours.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly. So they are demonstrating tomorrow. They are demonstrating from 5 a.m. The starting point is at the Pumbaria.
Okay.
So the communities along that stretch, they are demonstrating. And they say they are demonstrating to reduce traffic stress, enhance safety. And so if you live around that area, you must make sure that you join them.
And I'm hoping that the people who are supposed to fix that road, they are listening now. It is in your interest to do something before the people get on the streets. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Well, but before we go, happy birthday once again to Emmanuel Kofi Ansa. You know him?
Yeah. Now, he's
Putin himself.
Emmanuel Kofi Ansa.
General. But and also to Charles Mensah, CEO of Trust Consult.
Yes.
Happy birthday to all of you. Have a lovely day. My name is Winston Amwa.
Raymond Aqua.